person who's going to co-host the live stream today is Mr. Rob Albanks. This is a dynamic and talented music artist. He hails from Birmingham, Alabama. You all know Alabama. Alabama has a lot of history. You know, when it comes to the American history, Alabama is one of those places. And then his artistry certainly claims to resonate with most people. Most people listen to his music. Of course, you definitely enjoy Rob's music because he talks about contemporary issues, everything that is going on, and the real things that are really happening around the society he lives in. He also operates on the philosophy that he's black first. And this principle shapes his art and life, emphasizing the importance of cultural identity and community empowerment as a black person. Beyond his musical endeavors, you must know that Rob is a dedicated supporter of people across borders. He speaks multiple languages. On his YouTube platform, he helps a lot of people connect and uplift diverse communities around the world. And as I said, his ability to speak multiple languages allows him to bridge that cultural gap and foster meaningful connections with his audience. So join me, guys. Without further ado, join me as we explore and we hang out with this amazing gentleman at the Sunday service. So if you don't have him, he's coming up on the panel. There he is. There he is. Yay!
What's up, people?
I am good. Rob, how did I do on your introduction? Were you like shocked that is you? Is he talking about me?
Yes. I was like, what? Hey, this is my first time getting that type of introduction. So hey, I'm ecstatic. I mean, how much more happy can I say? I mean, hey, it's an honor.
I love the outfit. It looks
Thank you.
Branding, guys, branding. Yo, the man understood the assignment.
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Thank you so much. I just want to say, first of all, Gog, I know we talked about it, but I want to let the people know, man, it is an honor and a privilege to be up on Gogo's panel, y'all. I got to get this off my chest because I told him earlier, the dude is a national network on his own, okay?
Ooh, Rob, stop.
Yes, my brother. I'm telling you, man, hey, if the people don't see it, then they blind. They need to wake up because I'm like, this guy is like ABC, CNN, BBC, CBS. Hey, you the man. I appreciate it.
Oh
I really do.
Guys, let me tell you, we were having a private phone call with Rob when we were preparing for the Sunday service. I think he took. I don't know how Rob saw this. Like Rob actually said he's going to CNN or ABC. It's like that's how he took the Sunday service. Like, okay, it's a big deal to be at the Sunday service. I need to go prepare. I need to go dress up. And I'm like, Rob, it's never that serious. They're like, no, it is the Sunday service. I have to make sure I turn up.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Rob Albanks, for really also honoring the invite. I don't take it for granted. And it's such an honor also just having you on this side of the panel because I'm used to like hanging out on your own nice freestyle kind of live streams. So it's so nice at least to like sit down with you. He's seated all the way there in the States. I'm seated all the way here in Nairobi and we can have a conversation. How amazing. The power of collaboration, nice. Guys. The power of collaboration. Let me just see the people are greeting you on the chat. We can be saying hi to people real quick. I see OG Brand is saying, Rob Albanks. Nice, brother.
OG. What's up, OG Brand? Young Riaz, I saw you. JD, anytime, anywhere, anytime. I heard Donna British was up in the chat. What's up, Donna British? Big up, bless up, one love, enough respect. Hey, I'm gonna say Jumbo Rafiki to all the people that's in Kenya that's speaking the Swahili. You know, hey, Upendo, okay? Oh, hey, I did learn that one.
You did well. You did very well. You've greeted me in Swahili and you've sent your love in Swahili. Amazing. And thank you for that. Kenya just got we just got our 4 gold medals, so we're kind of happy.
Man, I was watching that too, and I'm like, man, that I can I tried to Chebet. Oh my goodness, y'all got.
I know, right? Yeah. I know.
Lord.
This guy, I was telling I think it was, no, she hasn't come in yet. I was telling somebody on YouTube that lady understood the assignment. How do you go to the Olympics and you win 3 gold medals? Like, one person, different. It's amazing. She's awesome. It's awesome. She's amazing.
And like in the last 100 meters of the race, it's like, actually the whole race, I was watching her and she was just like,
I know.
So calm, breathing.
She didn't even look tired.
No, yeah, exactly. She did not look tired. And I'm like, man, can I get some of your stamina? Oh my God, I need to come and train. Really. That young lady she awesome. So big up to Kenya for that, man. I mean,
thank you.
But I was expecting that anyway, because Kenya dominates.
I was a bit worried because the performance at the Olympics this year has been a bit, I was like hanging on holding on my table, like, we need a medal, like right about now. It's getting, the Olympics is almost coming to an end. We need a medal. And then she came through, and I'm content. I'm content.
And the I think it was I'm not sure if it was the 1,000-meter race. It was one of those races that they had kind of got into it with Ethiopia. They were doing a little shoving.
I know the drama. Those are receipts, Rob.
But she came through, man. I'm like, but I expected that, because, guys, if y'all don't know, Kenya has the best long distance runners in the world. Really. Not just now, but from even back when. I'm like, man, I don't know what they doing, but hey, you can't mess with them.
I know.
They make it look so easy.
But you guys, the Americans you guys have also done well for yourselves. Like 39 gold medals? Not bad.
I think it was, I can't remember exactly how many it was, but I think it was up in the 30s. The last time I saw it, they were tied with China for like 33. But I'm pretty sure that the medal count has went up. But that just lets me know that those are the two biggest bullies out there in the sport.
I know. I was thinking it. I didn't even need to say it, but you took the words right out of my mouth. The words right out of my mouth. Allow me to just say hi to a few people. Are getting excited to see on the chat. Buddy Big's Adventure saying Rob Albanks. Like Buddy is literally screaming your name.
Buddy Biggs.
Buddy Biggs. He's here. The Visitor. Ooh, I love the name. The Visitor, welcome. I see a few more people coming in. Benny Blanco, how you doing, my brother? How is New York? Welcome. The Rocketman is in the building. Not the Rocketman you guys are thinking about. There's a reason we call him Rocketman, because he likes the rocket emojis. I just have to correct myself, because some people here. Maria M, welcome. Once again, Blessed Life Journey is celebrating her birthday. Rob, what can we do before we start the show to this beautiful queen from Aruba?
Aruba, it's your birthday today. Yeah. It's Blessed Life Journey birthday as well, huh? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. May you have many more blessings. I'm not a great singer, guys, but hey, for the festivities, I get down.
Yeah.
You might hear a little cracking, but hey.
Yeah. Blessed Life Journey, happy birthday. Yesterday, I know you were at Rob's live stream yesterday evening, and he was talking about his growing. We were on that live stream, and I remember wishing you happy birthday. And then Blessed, I think she's very private. She doesn't like attention on her and everything.
I know. She's very modest. A very modest person. Yeah. When she speaks, it's just like...
Yeah, I know, right? She speaks. I love listening to Blessed speak.
I do too. I do.
Kay went and started a live stream on Blessed's channel. Blessed was not aware that Kay was doing a whole live stream. She changed the whole live stream to be about a birthday party. So Blessed comes to a live stream, and she's like, "What is going on here?" And I'm like, "Woman, but it is your own live stream. Why are you busy?" He's like, "I didn't know this was happening." It's surprise. It was a full-blown party. We were all there. We were like, excited and everything.
Yes.
So yeah, that is what happens when you have community, Blessed, and you have amazing people who surround you, and if you are modest, you have the noisy ones who will take over and say, you must have a party. You must have a party. We'll take charge.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, the camaraderie, the brother and sister love, the fellowship, man, it's off the chain. It's beautiful. Let me wipe my eyes. I ain't crying, y'all. I'm just excited. I get excited. I try not to be an emotional person, but hey, when I feel good, I have to let it show. It's not tears of sadness, but tears of joy.
You do know your wife has already told me that you're excited. So she's there probably. She's like, Rob is quite excited.
She's supposed to be. She better be in church listening to that pastor. She's supposed to. But actually,
how is she?
Oops.
Wait, she's attending like a real church service?
Yes. Well, she's
she's in
cooking.
two services.
She's cooking at church today. She's doing a dinner of appreciation for her mother because they did a birthday party. Not a birthday party, but it was her mom and dad's 50th wedding anniversary, the gold anniversary. That's where we trying to get to. Inshallah, we make it. But
I love it.
The 50th wedding anniversary is a blessing. Her parents are 93 years old.
Wow, that's amazing.
And they still kicking it. But you know, sometimes when I need to go get some information, or if I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened in the past, I go and ask them, you know, how did it happen and what was your experience? You know, how did it make you feel? Stuff like that. So I get a lot of information from the old heads. That's what we call them, old schools, the OGs, you know. I get a lot of information from them.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom right there. And I'm glad you have it in the family. So thank you so much, guys. Guys, with me is Rob Albanks. Rob Albanks is going to be my co-host for the Sunday service. We've been planning this for a while. I've always said I needed, because I love Rob Albanks. The reason I actually have him on this panel, he can be very direct. I love how he's normally very direct, especially when you ask him very certain questions. And he's been very vocal about it. And I think the first time that the idea of hosting Rob happened was during the Juneteenth. You know, remember when you did your Juneteenth live stream? That's when I was like, we need to have this guy on the panel at the Sunday service or something, just for him to come and, you know, hang out with us and, you know, share with us, you know, because it was so cool. And I was like, we need to make this happen. So it was just now a matter of getting the moving parts to start going. And I'm so happy that he's finally there. People love your t-shirt. Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm grateful. I can't say how grateful I am to even be up here next to the man. You feel me? Y'all just don't know, man. It really is an honor and a privilege to be up here, man, conversing with you, because you good peoples, man, and you yourself. I mean, I ain't trying to gaslight you, and then I'm just speaking the truth. I'm telling it from my experience with you and from what I see. You're a great dude, man. You do your thing. I mean,
I take it and I receive it, because you're normally one of the people who is very like direct and honest, and you keep it real, and you know you've always kept it real, and I like real, because real recognizes real, and I was like, no, we need more of these kind of conversations. We need more we need to be more direct. We need to be we need to like put things on the table instead of, you know, really trying to like go around circles and everything in this platform.
Exactly. And you know, and the thing with the directness is you have to be able to be direct without being what's the term I'm looking for, without being controversial, not controversial, but without trying to start a fight or anything like that.
Offensive, maybe.
Right. My aunt told me that too. She was like, if you need to be more direct. Just say, you know, tell them what you want, but don't be, you know, rude about it. Just try to be as nice as you can when you do. That way people won't take it as you being offensive towards them, or you just trying to make it seem like you know everything, or you trying to tell them what to do, or you being a boss. No, it's just that I'm seeing from what I see. I put it up in there and let it do its thing, and then it goes here, and then it'll come out.
I love it.
Yeah.
So without further ado, Rob, please introduce yourself, because I know most people may be seeing you in my community for the first time, and you know, just introduce yourself in the best way you know how, because I may have given a very nice biography, but you know, you own your own introduction. So please, by all means.
Well, you know, greetings to the chat. I am Rob Albanks, as you can see, and I am a YouTube content creator. And what I do on my channel, I do music. I do music, lifestyles. I educate, at least I attempt to educate. And I try to make it entertaining so that people will be able to say, hey, this guy's not, you know, strictly like forcing stuff down our throats. I do try to give you a little humor with it so that you can smile. You know, you put a smile on your face, then hey, you can interpret it a little bit better. And like for the music, I love the music. I've been doing the music like, man, since I was a kid, like 12 years old, really.
Wow.
But I didn't start actually making records or putting out music until I got free from doing what can I say? How can I say this? From doing oppressing jobs. Because, you know, if you don't have the connections or any of that, then it's kind of hard, because I'm doing everything myself. I don't have a team or none of that. And I'm not really looking for a team. I'm not, you know, if I get one, it'll be by the grace of God, you know, because I try to keep God first in my life, and whatever he says, that's what it is. So it's written. But, you know, like when I was 12 years old, I used to have a tape recorder. So 12 years old. I'm 51 now, so it's been a long time. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind telling you how old I am. I'm 51. Everybody always gonna have something to say. They like, hey, you waiting too late to be a rapper. No, I'm not just a rapper. I do a lot of things. I mean, I worked 100 million jobs. Sometimes I feel like a Jamaican because they work so hard. That ain't no pun, but I couldn't do the music because I had so much other stuff going on in my life. At times, you know, I go get the tape recorder and get a song and push play on the song and just go at it and just that, and then put it on tape and listen to it. I'm like, okay, because back in the day, it's not like we didn't have the internet. I couldn't make a song and put it on the internet and share it myself so that people can hear it and make their own opinion about it. We had to go try to find an artist, and you don't even meet the artist. You meet his A&R or his people, and it's like, hey, can you listen to my demo tape? Can you? And you might come back out and see the demo tape in the trash. I'm like, damn, you ain't even gave my stuff a chance. But hey, it's the industry.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They already had who they wanted in these places, so you know it's all good. As right now, like now, I'm just glad that I'm able to put the music out there so that the people can at least listen to it and hear the words that are coming out of my mouth when I speak over the music.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really a blessing for real, because I'm just grateful that I'm able to have the knowledge to do it. And I don't need to be talking so much with my hands, guys, but that's just how I am. So.
Yeah, I'm also very expressive, because I always like I gesticulate a lot and I'm trying to make a point and everything. I know. And OG Brand says Rob Albanks runs circle around. This is my favorite song, brother. That is from OG Brand. And then Freedom Annas, who is our amazing Jamaican brother, who is lives and works in the States, says yes, so true, Rob. 12 years old. I mean, talk to us about your childhood, upbringing. What was that like? Your parents,
Well, you know what? Look, my parents, both born in United States. My mom and my dad, their parents were born in the United States as well. My grandfather, my grandmother, my other grandmother, and my other grandfather. Now, my grandmother's mother, she was born here as well. Now, when it gets past that, I'm still working on that, because I am trying to trace my lineage to a more direct position instead, because when I did that DNA test, y'all, I took that and it was like, man, I'm Bantu, I'm Congo, I'm Nigerian, I'm Scottish, I'm Irish. Look, I even got 1% Mexican. Come on, man. I'm like, Mexican? I mean, I speak a little Spanish. No disrespect to the Mexicans, but I speak a little Spanish. Scottish, Irish, I don't get it.
I'm actually stuck on the Irish and Scottish, because I'm like, where's your Scottish accent?
but look, I come to find out that when I was doing some research, that my grandmother's father, he used to date, or he was in love with white women. So I'm like, maybe earlier, maybe they were over there, co-mingling like that. But a lot of people don't know that there were Black Europeans for real. There were, so it's possible. It's possible.
It's possible. Still,
and I'm trying to, if I could visit these countries and actually be like, okay, I could see it. I could see it, possibly. but I'm still, I'm still kind of on the fence with that Irish and Scottish thing. But I used to be a heavy drinker, so I could see some Irish there. But I don't know about Scottish, y'all. I don't know. I hadn't connected with anybody from Scotland. I have connected with a few Irishmen, but as far as that goes, and it's kind of hard to I've talked to a few people, and I try to reach some of the Congo just to get an idea and get an experience of how how the culture is. Now I could see Bantu because like when I was in school, they used to show us pictures. Now I'm not saying that these are the real pictures, and they used to show us the pictures of the statues and stuff of the Bantu people, where they would have these long faces and stuff. And I was kind of look in the mirror sometimes, and I'm like, okay, I got a little longness, got a little length to it, so I could see a little Bantu in there somewhere. I could see that. And then as they migrated, it seemed like they were trying to get west anyway, because when you come from the Congo or Bantu to Nigeria, I know Nigeria is on the west side. So hey, and you know what? And after I had talked to you about that, I went to look to get the actual document, because I did have it from where I spit in the tube, and they sent me my DNA back. I can't find it anymore on Ancestry. It's like they wiped my account away or something. I had a big family tree. My family tree is cut in half until it's like only showing is my father and my mother. I had all of that information. I had my father's parents in there. I had my mother's parents in there. I even had my grandparents, a couple of their parents in there too. Now I can't find any of that. Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. You'll figure it out. I mean, but it's good to know. I mean, that's quite. I mean, that's quite. That's quite. It means like you're really a son of the world. Pretty much. If it. Yep.
Do you do research?
Yep. Absolutely. Wait, you have a comment here by Young Rias. And guys, you can drop comments and questions for Rob on the chat. This is not like we have to wait until the end. You can be dropping and then we'll be. Yeah.
If you have a question and I can answer it, I'll answer it.
Yeah, he'll answer. So Young Ria says, Rob Skepta in 2003, no one wanted to sign, so he created Boy Better, no crew, stroke label, and eventually labels took interest later. Yeah, I think he was just trying to add on to what you're trying to say earlier about, it's never too late. It's never too late. And then Young Ria, it's never too late. So long as you're breathing in, it's never too late. You can always do this.
That's how I feel. I mean, my goodness, it took me this long to get my first song out on the internet, because the internet is popular now and everybody's on it. So why not take to the internet, and you can go across the water to the Philippines, Thailand, Africa, Russia, Tajikistan, all them places, Mongolia, wherever they got internet, the Netherlands, Norway, all these places, India. I mean, I hadn't even, it's like I just got away from the West and went to the Far East. Because I actually do like China. China is okay, I see a lot of geographical land out there, good locations and stuff. I like I like nature. So when I see the mountains, the greenery, I'm like, wow, man. I'm just thinking in myself. I just take myself there and just imagine being out there in a wide open space, looking at the mountains, seeing all the green grass blow. I mean, and then interacting with the people too as well. Absolutely. That's how I learn different languages.
I love how you start describing nature. It's like you just go. It's like you get into a zone. The mountains and everything. You get into a zone, and that takes me probably to the next thing I wanted to ask you, just as a follow up. So when it comes to, your music, take us through your creative process. What inspires the words that you put on the beats? What inspires these words that like the song you did on reparations, for example? I was listening to it like I think the other day, and it's there's a message you're trying. There's some messaging that goes on there, but take us through your creative process when it comes to conceptualizing music.
Well, what I do really is like say I'll start with a beat. Because I do I do make beats, but you know, I'm not trying to say I'm anybody like whoever these super beat make like DJ Premier. I don't know if whoever your favorite beat maker is, or whoever your favorite producer is. I'm not him, not yet. But I feel like that. Hey, if they can do it, why can't I do it? I used to play the drums in high school. So, and going back to the family aspect, I don't mean to get off track, but my dad and his brothers and sisters, they had a band. So I think music is genetically in me. It's in me. But it's like, as far as the creative process, like I said, I like to play the drums. I'd always go around beating on stuff, trying to make music. Even in class. Even in class, I used to go and sit by the window because it's like it had a little piece of wood or something back there that I could make some bass, and it was like the whole classroom could hear it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I know my math teacher, he used to hate that because he was like, where is that noise coming from? So he had to move me away from the window so that I'd get my work. But like when it comes to making the music, really it's like life experiences, my life experiences, things that I've been through, a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that's actually going on. I try not to be nonfiction unless I'm telling a story or something. But even then, when I'm telling a story, I have to put some reality in it because I can't tell you nothing that I don't know about. You know, it just don't make sense. I mean, part of being creative is to be able to do that. I have a great imagination now. But,
of course.
But
being an artist,
when it comes across to the people, it's like, is that really for real? Did you do that? And then some of the stuff that I've actually done, some people still be like, did you actually do that? Were you actually there for real? But no, like you were saying, you were listening to the song Reparations, and I've been on this, I say, since the 7th grade, actually, when I had an altercation with this Caucasian kid. And I was like, wow. The dude, he called me all type of N-words. He spit on me. We got into a fight. I tried to put him in the fish tank. But that was my younger years, y'all. I'm not like, of course, that. I don't promote violence or none of that stuff, you know. But it was just me defending myself. But like I say, when I was younger, I really didn't know until I started reading and seeing how people were treated, how Black people were treated as slaves. And then I started watching like articles and movies and stuff. But you know how the movies depict stuff, they always go a little overboard.
Of course. They'll always try to glorify, of course.
But then as I started getting older and really getting out into the world and started, I say, like going to work, like my first job. I was working at Burger King, y'all. And I had experience with this one guy, this Caucasian guy. I went to his store to work for him because he needed some help. And I'm like, this dude tried to make me do everything. I'm like, man, you got other people in here. What's really going on? But see, they weren't like this. They were more so like that. And it was like, man, this right here just ain't right. You know, and then like I say, as I got older, I started getting more into it. I started getting more in tune with myself, really, and just started, I guess you could say, waking up and started seeing things for what they really were, because people would always tell me, look, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, well, why can't I do it the way I want to do it and be successful at it? Why do I have to do it the way you want me to do it? Because that's not my way, that's your way. And it might not work for me like it worked for you, which is the same way I try to treat this YouTube stuff, you know. The same thing that will work for you might not work for me. The same thing that worked for me might not work for you. I understand we have to take our own route.
Absolutely. I like that, and you know, it's because it's giving me insights in terms of, you know, if I imagine like when you're a 12-year-old And then as you grow older, you're also having life experiences, you are learning so much stuff and everything. So it starts even shaping your mindset and how you like think about things. How when you think of if you are to like write a letter to the 12-year-old Rob Albanks, sitting as the 51-year-old today, what is that one thing, you would like tell them?
Read more, study harder. Read more and study harder. Yeah.
Yeah, because really? I was trying to like look at that in terms of how you also evolved as a person, because you are playing drums, but as you grow older, you're appreciating more things, you're understanding more things about the racial relations and the disparities and the state of life and everything. So there's so much you're collecting as you're growing older. So how do you, like, when you look at that, that variation, and you're playing drums there, you are getting into trouble with your maths teacher, and now you are like literally now putting these words into what you want people to hear. So read more.
Yeah, read more. Definitely read more, because when I was, like you say, when I was young, I was all about trying to play and get on some girls and be a player and all that type of stuff. But my parents still made me do my work. And that's probably why, well, not probably, but that is why I may be so, as to say that I may be a little educated. I don't have a college degree or nothing, but I do have common sense. And I think the common sense will take me a long way. But it's never too late to get a degree, like Young Riaz said, you ain't never too old to do anything. And they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I disagree.
No, I mean, absolutely. It's I think that saying has been overtaken by events. Life has changed, life has evolved. Yeah. You can, I think it's never too late. You can always start something, whatever time, so long as you're breathing in. That's always my take on this. Ruthie, nice to see you. Welcome, Ruthie, Posh, and everybody else is coming in and greeting Rob Albanks and I. Yes, my co-host is Rob Albanks, guys. The link is pinned up there. He does these nice live streams that you can, you can appreciate. At least, I know he's been, I think yesterday is when I saw him live after a long time, yeah. But he does live streams. He does live streams where you can interact with him. And
I used to do live streams when the crud first hit, when everybody was on lockdown. I used to do live streams every day, like at 9:00 in the morning, USA Central Standard Time. I used to do lives every day. You can check my old. I hadn't deleted any of my old lives. I let YouTube do that. So because they say don't delete your content because you'll be deleting your hours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of took that to heart. Even
even way after
they still changed up on me. It's like, wait a minute. When I started connecting and growing, then they said you can't use that. I'm like, whoa. Y'all just said you want us to connect and grow your channel. This is what I'm doing. You can't do that to me. So I had to find other ways. But and one thing I'm gonna say this about YouTube. I wish that they send us a spam list, a spam word list, so that we wouldn't be using these words
when speaking and stuff.
Exactly. Because at first I was like support, but then it was like, no, you can't say that. You can't say support. You have to say something else. I'm like, what's wrong with saying support? That's what we doing. But they say, nope, can't do that. You can't say subscribe. And I'm like, you can't say subscribe, but that's what we doing. They say don't connect and go and connect back. They say wait a couple of hours. Then they say wait 24 hours. Some say wait a few days. I'm like, man, it seemed like, in my mind, I'm like, wow, it seems like YouTube is trying to do everything against me. But it wasn't that. It's just that I had to adapt and overcome.
How long did you when did you start your YouTube channel?
Oh my God, that's a great question, because nobody has ever asked me when I started my channel. Yeah. I started my channel in May of 2009. Look, wow. When I first got into YouTube, I was all about getting music because, like I said, I'm into the music.
Wait, 2009, Rob, 2009, this is like 15 years almost, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
But
okay.
I wasn't always on it because like if somebody make a new song, say an artist makes a new song and I'm like, okay, had nobody heard that yet. I would go and look for music that nobody was listening to because the mainstream music, everybody heard that. We all heard the mainstream stuff. I want to hear some new stuff that nobody's pushing out, like some underground stuff, some artists that nobody never even heard of, like Rob Albanks. Who else? Like Hen Dog, Fat Boy, Bucci, Chopper Boy, Birmingham, J, ROA. I'm just naming some artists from my city, y'all, so don't get confused. I'm giving them all they props. I'm giving them their flowers. So yeah, those type of guys, really, they paved the way. I used like ROA and Birmingham J. We're peers, but it's a lot of stuff to go on with that, y'all, that I can't reveal on TV. So it is what it is. Shout out to them guys. They did their thing. They had the connections because they was doing some things. Rob Albanks wasn't doing them things. I don't even think I was Rob Albanks back then. I was Rob something else. I don't know what, I can't even remember what it was. It might have been just Rob and then my last name, my government name. So yeah. I mean, but like, a lot of music. Like I said, my family, big influences. And I'm like, wow. So I'm like, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Keep it in the family. And I have a cousin as well. He does music too. But nobody, it's like you have to know somebody big time to really get you in the game or get you in the industry like that. But then once I found out about the industry from listening to these other artists or rappers or whatever, they started talking down about it. And I'm like, wow, do I really want to try to get to where they are? Sell my soul? I don't think so. Now, back then, I didn't know any better. And I was like, yeah, let me give this guy my demo. Because it was a concert. What was this concert? I think it was NWA, LL Cool J, Run DMC, Public Enemy, and who else? It was somebody else. And it was a big concert, man. I was like, wow, let me see if I can give one of these dudes my demo or give him my little, give him my little tape or whatever. Yeah. So one of them took it. And like I say, ain't no telling what they did with it. It's probably like you see on TV, they probably just threw it in the trash and be like, hey man, this young whatever gave me this tape. He want me to give it to so-and-so, man, he ain't got time for all that. Yeah. But the music game is really deeper than what a lot of people see. And it is deeper than what I knew too, because now that I'm into it myself, I see how these people will run for that money for them contracts. You get $300,000 contract, you're gonna have to spend all that money on your music, your people, distribution, promotion. All that stuff costs money. And a lot of people don't really understand that. It ain't like you can just, hey, I'm gonna make some songs and put them out and hopefully somebody, catch on to it. You gotta spend some money because you want to have your stuff copywritten so that nobody can't steal it. Because it's a treacherous game. Some of these artists will hear your music and they'll take your dang song. Thank God that hasn't happened to me. Yeah. That's why I try to copyright all my music before I even put it out. I'm like, wow, it's serious. Wow. But hey, I just like making the music. I'm like Snoop now. I just like making the music, I ain't in it to try to get a contract or no big deals or none of that stuff, man. I just like making the music. And when I'm putting out, I'm trying to put out some good quality music that people can listen to. Even if you want to let your kids listen to it, you might have to monitor them because I do get a little explicative. Might say a lot of curse words, but it ain't nothing derogatory. I'm not trying to off nobody. I'm not trying to call females out of their names. Even if I say the B word, I'm using it as an adjective towards a situation, not a person. And a lot of people don't understand that. They just hear you say, oh, that be, oh, he talking about a woman. No, listen to the word in the context. And that's another thing. People have to know how to even listen to music. It's okay. We just listen to it and we like, okay, yeah, this makes me feel good. This makes me feel fine. Because I like a lot of Caribbean music. Don't get me wrong. I can go in there and play something right now and I get up and, just start to jam. Because the music, it takes over the body and you feel it and the rhythm just hits you and you just go jam out. Some music, you can't do that. Oh, I'm eating strawberries, not to be rude.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I'm drinking tea here and everything. And then you have Genesis, who is watching us from Canada, says ownership of your digital legacy and intellectual property. Yeah, so I think I now get the sense. So 15 years ago, so you started the YouTube channel. And this is like, YouTube was not, the YouTube in 2009 is not exactly the YouTube in 2024.
Exactly.
Paint for us a picture, because I think it must have been way easier back then, because
I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about being monetized or putting out content. I don't even think that I read into YouTube that far. My main focus was just trying to get some new music that everybody wasn't listening to. And I'm like, man, everybody playing this song, but I want to play something different, I don't want to play what they playing, even though it might have been good music, but I want to hear something different. I want to give somebody else a chance to see what they have to say. I mean, you have a lot of unheard voices out here that's rapping because they say that rap is oversaturated, which it probably is, but still it's a lot of good music out there that's not being heard. Because the industry is putting out all of this, what they putting out. They putting out what they want to put out is distorting minds. And my gosh, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I used to listen to it too. And sometimes I still do. But now, when I listen different. I listen to what that person is saying, and I'm like, is that really their lifestyle? Are they really out here, offing people like they say? Are they really out here in the streets moving these birds like they say? Or are they somewhere just sitting in the crib watching TV, going to the gas station, buying packs of cigarettes, hoping to find the next 6-pack or whatever, But yeah, a lot of these rap dudes, man, these big time rappers, once you really see how they really are, you like, wow. So, and then when you go listen to the music, it's like you talking about selling drugs and murdering people, but you ain't doing none of that, because you most of the time you in the house. I'm on the street more than you are, unless you coming outside at night, like at 2-3 o'clock in the morning doing all this stuff. But who else is out there at this time?
Yeah, makes sense. So you have to paint for us a picture of what YouTube felt like, because you are putting out the content, and then of course, 15 years. I'm trying to imagine that's like YouTube hasn't even been around for so long, like it's yeah. So
hey, I feel like I'm grandfathered in now.
Pretty much you've seen quite a lot. You've seen how it evolves, how they've been changing policies left, right, and center. Like when this is not, they're like, no, this is going to be disadvantageous as a company. Okay, remove that one. They're not going to have that one anymore. And then you start putting your music out there because of course, the inherent challenges you say in terms of, getting music out there. And you've just painted for us a picture about the music industry. So you start putting your content on the on the platform, whatever form it is like. So paint for us a picture how you navigate YouTube as an artist, because I always say you guys you have very sensitive content, because it's music and anybody can lay a claim on it. And I like what Ramel was saying, that some people can maybe even want to harm you because of your content, either because it's too good or something like that. So how do you, for an artist, what are some of the things you have to grapple with, especially when you're putting your content on a free platform such as this?
Because like for the music, I just put the music out there. And see, with the music, I have to do other things to make up for when I'm not doing music. Because, you know, it's people, I don't think people really understand it. I mean, it depends on the person's life, their livelihood, and what they do. Some people do, and some people can sit in the studio all day and try to make a song or whatever. But, you know, like I say, that stuff take time and money unless you got your own studio. Now, if you got your own studio, you can do what you can do what you want to. A buddy of mine, his son had some equipment, and we would go into the closet and record music. And sometimes we'll be up in there all night because, you know, we wasn't doing nothing. We didn't have jobs at the time. Me and him, we used to work together. So his son came home and was like, you know, I can do some music. I got this right here. He had the mic. I got the microphone. I got this set up right here. So my partner was like, okay, we gonna hook this up. So I'm like, where we gonna rap at? We can't rap out here because we need somewhere where the sound won't be all messed up. So we're like, we gonna go in the closet. And I'm like, huh? It was hood. It was ghetto, you know, but hey, we had fun because we were making music. And if I had known then, I would have been like, hey man, we need to put this on YouTube. But like I say, I didn't even, like, right before the crud hit is when I had an epiphany, like, look, man, you got the internet, dude. Use it. Use it. You want to make some music, so make you a few songs, put it on the internet and let people listen. And how I get people to listen is I just visit a lot of people's channels, the people that I support. I just put the music in with it, you know, like say we in here now, we having a conversation, and then I might just drop a link and then somebody go listen to it.
Of course, yeah.
Leave a comment, nice music. Like, man, when I first started putting it out there, I was getting a lot of good comments. And I also received some bad comments too. But you know, now, like I say, as I've grown, I take the bad comments and turn them into good comments. Somebody might say, oh man, you suck, you know? you can't rap for real. Why you wait so late to try to rap? And somebody said, who uncle is this trying to rap? I'm like, hey, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching this video. Check my next release. Come back on the next release and leave me your feedback. But see, when people do that, look, I'm gonna tell you, a hater is a person that can't express their love in a proper way. Okay, so you have to take that.
Say that again. That quite a definition there.
Yes, a hater is someone who cannot express their love in a proper way. So the only thing they know how to do is talk bad about it. A hater ain't nothing but a fan too. That's all. They just don't know how to express their love in a proper way to let you know, hey, I like your music for real. They'll just say, nah, this ain't right. This ain't right. I just don't like it. I'm like, well, what don't you like about it? Why are you not listening to the words? You may not like the beat, but are you listening to the words that's being said? I mean, some of them are pretty profound, I have to say myself, because sometimes myself I'm like, did I even say that?
I know, right? You have those moments and
yeah. I'm like, did I say that? Wow. And I'm like, wait, let me write this down because I forget it.
Yeah, you remember that moment. Yeah.
Yes, it's so much going on in this little pea head of mine. I'm like, my goodness. I'm always thinking about something. Always.
Yeah. Allow me to recognize the presence of a mutual friend of ours, Marlene Motivates, and you are talking about you are referencing Marlene Motivates in your live stream yesterday.
Yes.
And I want you to just give her flowers because she's here.
Marlene. Yes, yeah. Marlene. I was in your live yesterday, and my goodness, the things that you were saying, they really motivated. They are really motivating. For real. And I was like, wow. And when she's speaking, I can see the confidence in what she's saying. It's like, yeah, she knows, she has experience. Like she said, she don't talk about other stuff like that. She speaks from experience. And when people speak from experience, you gotta listen, because the things that they say, man, it's like, it'll hit you right here. It's like, wow, I can relate to what she said, because something like that happened to me in a similar way. And I'm like, well, how did you go about handling your situation? Sometimes I may fly off the handle, but then that's why I'm a man. I so think it. So I have to think about what I'm doing. Like, the older I get, the wiser I get. And I'm so glad for that. But man, I really did appreciate that live Marlene gave. And always, man, people talk about, man, you talk about God so much. Why are you talking about God? Because God is the one that did this. I didn't do it on my own. We didn't do it on our own. The Most High, the divine creator, whatever you call God. You feel me? Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you call him, man. Just know that he is the Most High, the divine creator. And he is the one that's watching over us and allowing us to do what we do, because it's already written. It's already written. So once we start to accept and believe, we'll receive what we need if you ask him sincerely.
I love that.
And I believe that.
Yeah, Marlene is amazing. I've been privileged. I've been
Most
privileged
definitely.
to be interviewed by her, and we definitely are supposed to have a second bite at it, but I'm sure we'll arrange soon. So thank you so much, everyone who is just joining in. Today, people are just coming into the live stream. Today, I'm speaking to Rob Albanks. So we're just having a conversation. He's my co-host for the Sunday service today. You can say, hey, Rob, can you start? Let them see your nice shirt. Let them see your nice shirt. Because everybody, I don't even need to say the link is pinned on the top of the chat. You can literally see it in his t-shirt. Like, he's wearing a very nice black t-shirt there with his channel name there. So
shout out to Finding Happiness in All You Do, because that's who made this for me.
Exactly. So yeah. So
I wish I had a thing to turn off the lights, because it glows in the dark too.
Let's do it.
I can't cut the light off. I don't have a sheet to put on my window.
Okay. Okay. You'll do for us a short. You can do for us a short and then post it on your shorts page, like at night when it's glowing.
Yes. Great ideas. Great idea. Why didn't I think of this?
No, I'm just saying it because now I can't. There's no way I can save this situation because it is daytime in the US.
Exactly.
And here in Kenya it's almost 9 p.m. So I'm like, there is no way I can save this, but you can do it in a short at night, and then I can still get to see it tomorrow morning.
Definitely. Definitely will do, bro. Definitely. I'm so glad you told me that, because I'm like thinking, how can I get the people to see?
Marlene is like, not a sheet for the window.
Yeah, Marlene, I took it there. I did. I said, because look,
I like your humor. Rob, I like your humor.
I didn't have any curtains, so this is just my computer, TV, stereo. This is like a man cave for real. But Tanya D does come in here, so I can't claim it 100% because she'll come in here with me and chill sometimes too.
And guys, if you don't know who Tonya D is, Cooking with Tonya D, some of you have probably seen that name a lot on the YT streets. Very supportive as well. I know Tonya I've not seen a lot of notifications from her for a minute. But yes, yeah.
She's been kind of busy.
Yeah.
And she's more of a Facebook person for real, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. She don't really, she's not on YouTube as much as I am. Because she's more of a Facebook person, because they don't really delete any of her posts like they do mine on Facebook, because they say I'm too controversial, even though these are just reposts from other people.
Yeah.
Reposted truths. My gosh, I guess it's just the truth that I'm reposting is just so deep to the point to where they say it's offensive to some people, and I'm like, how can it be offensive? It's true. This is something that really happened.
And that's going to be my next question, because Rob, do you think the society has gotten overly sensitive in this time and season? Because I do feel, I was having this conversation with one of my mentors, and and I was, there are certain things growing up, you know, I remember when I was like in my teens and my early 20s, there are certain things you could get away with, but, you know, not anymore. Even when it comes to even like writing, because I do write a lot, because I'm a researcher, so I'm in the space of policy. I even have to, like, sometimes I feel like I have to censor even the words, yet I want to pass a point to the authorities or the powers that be. But I'm like, no, this is too sensitive. This will make them not feel happy.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, coming from an artist's point of view, do you think the world has gotten too sensitive that it's even like stifling creativity, especially among musical artists? Because for lack of a better word, the fear of the cancel culture.
Yes.
Or, you know, yeah.
Yes, because I mean, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna say, like back in the day when we had Public Enemy, if you guys know who Public Enemy is, groups like Poor Righteous Teachers, even Africa Bambaataa, and the Jungle Brothers, people like De La Soul, they weren't really on the hardcore gangster rap. They were more of like peace rappers, rapping about peace, rapping about brothers and sisters getting along, rapping about us coming together. You feel me? Stuff like that. I love that type of music. I'm not trying to get you off the planet. I want to keep you on the planet so you can hear what we saying. You know, I mean, it's a lot of that. The sensitivity now, it's like, even in the music, some stuff you can't really say because somebody will get offended and they'll try to, like, man, you can't say that. I'm like, but it's really going on. It's really happening. Yeah. I mean, this is what's going on in the world. So why can't I say that? Well, you have to say it in a way that it's like you have to say it without saying what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have to use so many different metaphors, but everybody don't always understand your metaphors. But then you have to, you know, it's like, wow, it's a challenge because you want to say a word that people can understand, but you don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah. So it feels like you're literally walking on eggshells in a sense, and yet you also don't want to, like, the point will be better made if your full potential can actually come out if you use those particular, let's say lyrics, let's say lines or something like that. Yeah. Allow me to give a special acknowledgement to Special Ability Learning, my amazing sister from Nigeria. Oh my goodness, look at all those zeros. Yo, those are so many zeros on a super chat. Like, thank you so much, Special Ability Learning, for the double blessing. Thank you. I don't even want to think about it, but let me just say thank you, guys. I'm rich, y'all. I'm rich. Let me give you.
How much is that? Is that like $100 or is that? Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of zeros.
I'm just happy it's a lot of zeros. So long as there are many zeros, and the zeros are after the one, I am happy, Rob.
Yes, thank you, Special Ability. Big up to you.
And she gave us double blessings because you're on the panel. You see, this is the beauty of having a co-host. Rob, you made me get twice. Like, I got the two, so it's like 2,000 of this many zeros.
Oh.
I'm going to close the shop already. So this is for you, Special Ability Learning, as Rob takes his water break. May your pot brim with abundance. Marlene says, I only tell people I care about how I feel. If I don't care about you, I say nothing.
Exactly, Marlene. Marlene, I got you. Marlene, for real. Marlene, but
I see you.
You have to be like that because the people, man, it's like, man, some people just, I don't know, man. It's
yeah.
And I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I know everything because I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm still growing.
You have to bite your tongue many times not to offend. Yeah, exactly. That's what you are discussing.
Tall man, I see you, bro.
And then Kisha says, I do not think people are overly sensitive. Rather, we are all more aware of how our actions and words impact others. Don't discount my feelings, thoughts, and words, but at the same time, be conscious.
Right. Yeah. Wow. I can agree with that.
That's dope.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
because
Kisha's.
A lot of people are becoming more aware of what's going on.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Shout out Hodgeways. What's up, Hodgeways? Black. Big up, Hodgeways.
Yeah, Hodgeways.
Hey, Keisha, how you doing? I'm just looking at the chat. That's all.
Yeah, no, carry on. I mean, yeah. So, guys, you guys, most of you know, I think, Rob Albanks, because he's connected to a lot of people. Rob, I want to now get into philosophy and, just to understand. Miss B is like, Goga, you are rich. Yes, I'm rich. I admit it. I'm rich, guys. I'm blessed.
That's right. Claim that.
Blessed.
Claim it.
I claim it. I never start. There are days I used to explain myself, and then I just said, why am I explaining? If people say I'm rich, I should claim it. Yeah. So I always say, yes, I'm rich. I'm blessed.
Exactly.
It's the Sunday service. The offerings have come in. I'm rich.
Hey, it's coming. If you, like you said, you already rich. So what else can you do? Enjoy it and be happy.
You know? Exactly.
Enjoy it and be happy. Spread the love.
I love that. Like, yeah, I mean, what else can you do? You know?
Exactly. What else can you do? You got it all.
I love it, Rob.
Be happy.
That's a nice one.
Spread the love, pass the blessings.
Yeah, I'm rich. Hey, guys, yeah, we have to claim these things. You have to claim these things. Kisha says, yes, Rob Albanks is so chill. Totally reminds me of my uncles and cousins. Chill.
Thank you, Keisha. Well, you know what? They do call me Unc in some spaces. Oh. They call me some of everything, Keisha. I just accept the good stuff. All the bad stuff go in one end, go out the other. Some of them, like in some of my Philippine chats, they call me Daddy Rob. Some folks call me Unc, Big Unc, OG, it's all good. I appreciate that. I take that as levels of respect, I don't disregard that in any way. For real, people, let me tell y'all this. Whatever y'all do, whatever you do for Rob appreciate it. Okay? I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Because without y'all, it wouldn't be no me. Without Goga having me up here, wouldn't nobody know who Rob Albanks is. He'll still just be some dude from Birmingham that we are. And then everybody in Birmingham don't even know about me. But a lot of people do. But they don't know about the music aspect. They just know Rob from actually Rob. Because like I'm gonna go back like to the beginning, before I started really getting into the music. I mean, I was just being me. I don't know how to be nobody else. I guess I was taught early that, hey, trying to be somebody else is not going to work for you. You got to be yourself. You got to be yourself. And whatever you do, be true to yourself. You can't be true to yourself. You can't love yourself. You can't, respect yourself. You can't do that to nobody else. It all starts right here with you. For real. That's why I'm like, growth. Oh man, I'm loving it. Ever since I got back on my growth kick, I'm like, wow, the stuff that I'm learning when I pick up from people and go to their lives and just listen to what they say and apply it to my life. I'm like, I can do better. I can do way better. I'm doing good, but I can do better.
I can do better. And I like that aspect of learning. And, it's always, I always tell the community here that you always learn something from everyone,
Yes.
You go somewhere, you just study their manner and everything, and you're like, oh, wow. And you can also learn, it's like, no, I don't want this kind of thing in my space, because you also learn those other things and those other aspects. Yeah. And and one of the things that most of us as content creators, and maybe you can talk to us as an artist, the thing about comparing yourself with that person, talk to us about this, because I always tell people I can never be Rob Albanks.
Right.
Rob comes with his own unique set of qualities, abilities, values, experiences. He has like a collection of life experiences that can't match up, to what I've experienced. And the reverse is also true. So the thing about comparisons, especially when you are in the space of creativity, because as creators we are also artists in our own right. Exactly. What is that one thing you'll tell us about this?
When you trying to compare yourself to others, it's okay, but I wouldn't dwell on it too long. use that as a way to help yourself. And when I say that, I mean, I can compare myself to, let's say, Nas or somebody like that. We all know who Nas is. He's a great American rapper. Could I compare myself to Nas? In a sense, I feel like I can, because I have listened to Nas throughout all these years from when he first started doing music. But look, can I rap like Nas? Or I could probably rap like him, but some of the things, I don't have Nas's experiences. Like you just said, Goga. I got to point to the right place. Like Goga just said, I don't have Goga's experiences. You see what I'm saying? The experiences that Goga have are unique to Goga. And Rob hasn't had those. You know? So I can't say that I'm going to do this like Goga did it. I can try, but it may not come out as successful as it did for Goga. Or I might not come out as successful as Nas did. But, you know, it ain't like I can't do it. It's just that his experience are way different from mine. I can't put his shoes on. He can't put my shoes on. We are individuals. And that's pretty much. And I feel like I'm missing something, but it'll come to me. But yeah, that's just it. I mean, like if I'm comparing when I listen to some of these new artists' songs, I'm like, okay, I'm listening to what they're saying, because people say somebody told me, my buddy Dre, another local artist, he said you was listening to my joint song. I was like, yeah, he sound pretty smooth. And then I started quoting some of the lyrics to him, and he was like, oh, you listen. I said, yeah, so they don't have anywhere to get out unless I'm spitting it out my mouth. Other than that, if I listen, it's gonna stay up in here, and I can grasp what you're saying. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. So yeah, I mean, I listen. Can I do? I can't do what you do because that's what you did. And that same goes for me. Like, I was in the military. A lot of people were in the military, but we all had different experiences. He might have had CQ duty and ran up on somebody that tried to break into the barrier. I might have had CQ duty and seen about 3 girls coming in there butt naked trying to get me to go into the room with them. That's fictitious, guys. I mean, don't quote me on that. But I wasn't married either. But I'm just saying, different experiences for different people. And yeah, I mean, you know.
Tonya, I hope you're busy cooking. I hope you didn't hear that. Tonya, you know, guys, Rob's wife is on the chat. So those of you who are busy going to ask Rob, are you single? The wife is on the chat, so be nice. He's not single. He's not single.
I've been married for like 25 big ones.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
25 big ones. And
a quarter century. Half your life, Rob.
Yeah, pretty much. And I never would have, look, y'all, Goga, man, I'm telling you, back in the day, I wasn't thinking about getting married. I was, like I said, I was one of them dudes that was trying to be how to be a player, stuff like that. But like I had to sit down because I was like, man, wait a minute. I got a lot of girlfriends, but I'm still waking up on some of these good nights by myself. So I need somebody that's going to be with me to the end. So what I did, and y'all going to think this funny, one morning, me and three of my partners, we were sitting on the front porch, and it might have been the weed talking, but after we finished burning, we were sitting up there talking like, man, I want me a girl that's gonna do this and do that. I said, okay, then this is what we gonna do. What we need to do is ask God and be for real about what we want. And I was like, look, this is what I want. I pray to God send me a woman like this. And by George, I think I've got it. So he answers prayers for real. Cause I had to have me a woman that cook because I like to eat. I might look skinny. I look skinny, but hey, Rob can throw down. That's why I got so many cooking channels, because I'm always trying to find out new ways, new foods. And she like to try new foods too, because she likes to cook different type of stuff. We sit and we eat the soul food, or what we say, the soul food or the slave food, however you want to call it. It's all about eating healthy food, for real. I mean, the macaroni and cheese, the collard greens, the corn bread, the black-eyed peas. Oh, yeah, that's good. Good soul food. Now, a lot of people like that pork chop. I got to stay off the pork, y'all. I got to lay off the pork because it ain't good for me no more.
What is your take on okra?
Oh, man, I love it.
Say it louder. Say it louder. There's a man in church who needs to hear this, and I know he's listening using his headset.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I forgot.
David Hunt.
Yes. my non-okra loving brother.
Yeah, the anti-okra crusader. He's listening in church, I'm sure.
I remember you. Look, if I had some pickled okra, I'd share some with you. I like my okra boiled, fried, pickled, however you can cook it. So I might even try to eat it raw if I could, but I know it won't taste the same. I tried, but it got to be cooked.
Marlene, why are you like this, Marlene? Marlene Motivate says no okra.
Marlene, why? No okra?
Marlene, why? Like, is everything okay? Like,
you're crushing me.
What's happened, Marlene? Marlene Motivates. I thought you were one of us. Like, why? Why?
Marlene, you don't like okra?
You don't like okra?
Okra is a superfood. Okra has so many benefits.
This was a comment from Marlene to you. I like working the receipts. So,
Marlene.
Yeah. So that was before she denied okra. So there we go. Juliet Olabinjo, nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, everybody's now laughing because of the okra and everything.
Yeah. And I love okra, man. Marlene, I don't want to be a player no more.
And then I like, Rob, I like how when you're busy like saying how you prayed for your wife and everything. The chat was so quiet. These guys, they love receipts. They were just listening in. Like, oh, there goes a love story.
Yeah, I mean, for real, y'all. I'm telling you, we sat there, and we were cheap and good. Don't get me wrong, and I ain't trying to glorify that. What I'm trying to say is that, man, we just sat there and actually talked to God about the kind of women that we wanted. But who would think that three dudes from the hood, we just sitting on the front porch, come up with this type of action? Because I'm like, my partner, he had a girlfriend and she was living with him, but he wasn't too satisfied with her. And I ain't gonna dwell on that. That's his business. I'm gonna leave that alone. But as far as me, I was like, man, I had a little, somebody I was seeing, but she wasn't it. You feel me? I had got tired because I kept running into all the type of women that just wasn't for me. They wasn't for me. They want some, and I'm not a rich dude. They just want some money. And I'm like, look, girl, I ain't got no money for you. I got to try to take care of myself. But I ain't got no responsibilities or nothing like that. But
so Kisha says, I've had the chief will take you to another level, but never heard of it encouraging prayer for a life mate. Interesting.
Yes, Kisha.
No, I actually want to know. How I want to know the specifics of the prayer, because there's somebody who was on the panel here. Hey, Joe Delany, welcome. There's somebody who was on the panel here like a couple of weeks ago, and they said, and when you pray, some of you need to be very specific. Otherwise, your prayer will be answered in Alabama. It will be answered in Alabama, where Rob is from. When you want the prayer to be answered in Kenya. So
it's your heart. It's your heart. You got to believe for what you want when you go to God and ask him. You can't, just ask him because you ask him for your, if you asking him something, if you praying something, it's a miss, guess what? You ain't going to get what you want.
Marlene loves receipts too much. Like, oh, she wasn't it. She's dying now. She's on the floor. She wasn't it.
Yes, I'm looking at the specifics of my prayer was I want a woman who is going to be for me. I want her to be beautiful. She ain't got to be the finest woman in the world, but she has to have a good heart. She has to love God as well. So that way we can at least communicate, I did throw a little, I want her to be right. I don't want her to be overweight or too skinny or nothing like that. That's just my preference. That's just my preference, people. No disrespect to the big women or the small women. I love all of you women, okay? But I have a wife, what I pray for, I got what I want. We might see, not see, but we might disagree sometimes, but that's okay. We can work that out. I feel like we are meant to be together because we have fun together. We go places together. We trip out. We talk crap. I got a woman I can talk some crap to. She talk crap to me, and I don't get all in my feelings about it. She don't get all in her feelings. We can come back at the end of the day. We'll be talking about Simone Biles. Shout out to Simone Biles Owens, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be talking about her.
Now look at the ideas you're giving people on the chat. Joe Delan is asking you for the specific. She wants that prayer, like specifically asking for a friend. And she says, Goga, don't judge me. Tell Rob I want that prayer. In what specific? Guys, you will go to Rob's channel. The link is pinned there. You can go ask him for the specific words that he asked God. And then, Young Reyes is there giving his preferences.
Yes, I see Young Reyes giving his preferences already.
Ooh, Young Reyes, ooh la la. The ladies on the chat who fit the bill. You never know. The prayer can also mean that the prayer was answered at the Sunday service with Rob and Goga. It can be answered here. It can be answered here. We can specify it's in the Bible. Mark 11:23. People, go and read that. Go read that verse. I don't have a Bible right. Hold on, I can't reach it. But I got a Bible around here. Mark 11:23. You can tell us the verse, and then somebody's going to open it on the chat. Okay, they come with the Bibles to the Sunday service, so it's okay.
Okay, it's Mark 11:23.
Someone read.
And I'm paraphrasing. Believe that you'll receive what you ask for, and you will get it. And he said, "You will get." Man, come on, this God, man. Me and God, we got our relationship, and it's not like others. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. And this is no disrespect to nobody on how you talk to God, because we all talk to God in our own way. He know my heart, so he know how I'm gonna come at him. I ain't coming at it with no disrespect. I ain't coming at you with no jokes, but you know my heart. And when I'm serious and I'm sincere, man, you'll be amazed at what you can get. That's real talk. You'll be amazed at the blessings that you receive. Cause I'm like, man, I wasn't trying to, I was like, I ain't never want no wife. I ain't gonna never get married. I'm having too much fun out here. But it was time out for that, man. As I got older, I was like, man, I can't live the rest of my life keep on doing this like that, because I'm gonna wear myself out. And then when I get with somebody, I ain't gonna be no good. And she might leave me on a technicality.
Okay, so we have the scriptures. Joe Delaney went and pulled the scripture for you. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be. Wait, was this? Is this? No, this sounds like the Old Testament. And be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things. Hey, Joe Delaney,
that's powerful.
That's powerful. Guys, it's the Sunday service. It's the Sunday service. That's
powerful, man. If you believe, then you hear the words. Put that back up there and let's put that back up there and look at them words again. The key word is to believe. You see that? Okay. But shall believe.
Bishop Albanks.
Believe. That's the key word. Believe. If you don't have no belief, oh my goodness. Guys, if we don't have no belief, how you think anything gonna ever get done if you don't believe it? You got to believe in yourself. Believe in God, man. Hey, I know it might sound comical or it might sound crazy, but hey, you got to believe.
No, people are just loving your lines. You know the way you say not live on a technicality? Everyone is on the floor. Everyone is on the floor. They're just like, even
cut it out,
like, not live on a technicality.
Yeah, technicality for real. Because I mean, y'all women, y'all know how y'all be serious about that. Y'all know, don't throw a flag on the play. Don't call the tech on me. But y'all know how serious y'all be about that stuff. For real. I didn't think my wife was serious about that stuff, but when it's her time, it's her time. And I got to produce. If I can't produce, then somebody else gonna be producing. You feel me? So I got to produce.
Wow, powerful.
And the older I get, shoot, I can admit that it might have happened, but then you have to make up. You got to make up. You got to do something different to keep that spice in there. Like RX Nails, shout out RX Nails. Her and her husband, they be having date nights. We used to do that too. Date nights, we go out on the town. I have me a little sippy sip. She might have her little virgin margarita. And we coming back to the house like some jackrabbits. But now, we still do those things. We just got a 14-year-old in there now. We have to wait a little later. But I ain't trying to have no more, y'all. But it's good. It's a good thing.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I hope you're listening, because this is the beauty of the Sunday service. The co-host sets the energy, and I can see all you guys are cracking up. You're having an amazing time. You're enjoying the conversation. If you want more of these soulful conversations, Rob is normally very direct. Rob is very direct, and he keeps it real as it is. You'll be able to experience Rob in his own channel. So make sure you grab him on the pinned link, and make sure that you're connected to him nicely, so that you can get to enjoy his amazing and soulful conversations. Rob, you are unapologetically Black, and you've been very specific about this on your channel. Born and raised in Alabama, and you say, "I am Black first." That is a philosophy you live by. I am Black first. Can you tell us more about this? And how does this influence your music, and also the message you just want to convey as you interact with people in the world?
Okay, go ahead. When I say I'm Black first, that is what I identify with. But I am naturally, I'm an American. It don't have to be a Black American, don't have to be a white American. I'm an American. You feel me? I say Black first because that's what I identify with. That's where my originality comes from. That's where I originated from. Black people. Well, not necessarily Black people, but Bantu, Congo, Nigerian, Scotland, Ireland, all of them,
Yeah.
It's in me. But when I say Black first, it's because now, and even then, with all of the struggles that Black people have endured throughout history, especially in Alabama, man. If you know anything about Alabama, this racist, asinine state. And when I say asinine, I mean stupid, for real. Because Alabama, let me say this, Alabama is a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong. It's just the people that are in leadership, they turn it into something not so beautiful, because they try to separate people. And I know somebody had asked me, do I think that integration was a bad thing? And I did say yes, because in a sense it was, because we had our own Black Wall Streets, you feel me, before they burnt them down. It was thriving in Eufaula, Alabama. I made a song called Eufaula about how Black people were trying to vote, how the Democrats, the Democrats, turned into the Republicans. They got the same agenda, but now they want us to all be Democrats, but still nothing is being done for our people, for real. I mean, they keep saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And I keep going back to the thing about, you stole our people's land, man. You stole our people's land. You did what you wanted to with it. Now, you gonna say, like this Trump dude, for instance, all you Trump lovers, I ain't really want to offend y'all. And if I do, I'm sorry, but it's just the truth, because I'm still trying to find out what a Black job is. And we built the country. Our ancestors built the country. So I think that every job is a Black job. Because I mean, my goodness, if it wasn't, you probably still be in Scandinavia somewhere, flipping rocks into the creek or the pond or whatever. What you do, whatever you do. But like I say, a lot of the struggles that's been going on for Black people, not just in Alabama, but worldwide, and sometimes it's even Black on Black. But let me say this: Black is just a color. Look at my shirt; it's black. Look at my face. Do that look black to you? So I am something other than Black. I say Black first because that's what I identify with. And I love it. Now,
I love it.
Like, say, you from Kenya, right?
Yes.
You're Kenyan.
I'm Kenyan.
Flat out.
I'm Kenyan.
And no Black, no color. None of that. You are Kenyan, straight up. So,
absolutely.
Why can't we just be Americans? Why we got to be Black Americans? Why you got to be white Americans? Ain't no such thing as a white Russian or Black Russian. They just Russian, period. And that's why I think that the system, this form of government, all that stuff is just a divider. It divides people, especially when you talk about color, because they say color is a race, but we human first. The only race that I know is the human race. For real. You are what you are. I'm American. He Kenyan. What's so hard about that? That's when we try to put all the labels on it. That's when we get out of line and out of pocket and confused. And that's when all the hate started to come in, because people started to see that. And they like, oh, they different. They not just American. He a Black American. And then they teach you that, oh, Black Americans, they not, they this, they slaves, they stupid, they slow, they come from monkeys. Huh? And this is what they teach in some schools. Instead of just teaching the truth, we all one. We all one. Really. God made us as one. And then they go to say we equal in the Constitution. No, we ain't equal. Because I can guarantee you, if I go out there and did 34 counts of some felons, they not gonna just let me keep on saying, hey, y'all go listen to Rob Albanks. I'm on Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube. No, they gonna lock my Blacks up. I ain't gonna be able to promote nothing but from a jail cell. But you got this dude out here, Caucasian, whatever, was charged, convicted, and still out here telling me, hey, I'm going to run the country for you guys. Huh?
Yeah. So just to follow up on that. So would you say, is there any way this has influenced your music? Like that I am Black first, philosophy. Is there in any way it has influenced your music and even how you approach your artistry, as an artist? And
yes, because I try to tell stories about how Black people went through struggles. I also try to tell you that, hey, the Black Panthers had a 10-point program to keep Black people up. I did a song about that. Well, actually, I even put some of the points in the song so that you could know that, hey, this is one of the points. I didn't just specifically say, hey, this is one of the 10 PowerPoints of a Black Panther. No, I just said it in the song. So you be like, dang, where this coming from? So then when you can ask me, like, this is where it came from. Go and read the 10 PowerPoints of the Black Panther program.
Yeah. I want us to acknowledge a raid. We just got a raid from Jason and Gina. Jason and Gina just gave us a raid. Rob, as the co-host, can you acknowledge this raid that we just got? I know he's enjoying his strawberries there.
My favorite fruit.
Yeah, he's enjoying his strawberries. The co-host is enjoying strawberries, but we got a raid from Jason and Gina.
Big up, Jason and Gina.
Yeah. Jason and Gina, thank you so much for the raid. I see Angel's Kitchen. Everybody who has landed from that flight in New York, Thank you so much for landing in the shows of, I don't know, we are in 2 countries because we have Rob on the other side and I'm here. So I don't know. Thank you for landing in the Rob Goga Nation.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, let's call it the Rob Goga Nation at the moment. Angel's Kitchen, nice to see you. I see, hey, Jason, you've come with your government name. I can see your name there. I've seen Jason has come with the government name because I know this is Gina's. These are name I've seen on Gina's. Don't ask me where, but I've seen it somewhere. welcome, Jason and Gina. Thank you so much for the raid. You could have chosen any other person, but you selected this live stream. We don't take it for granted. Support beyond borders, that's the power of support beyond borders. Colleen Goski, welcome. I know I've seen Colleen Goski in the Jason and Gina family. Good vibes, K. I mean, all the raiders. I see everybody's here from Jason and Gina. Thank you so much for the raid. We are just having a conversation with Rob Albanks. If you don't have my amazing co-host, Rob Albanks, you can also just connect to Rob Albanks as well, so that you can also give him that support. He's our Sunday service guest. We are having a conversation about music and everything. Jason, I saw it already. Jason, thank you for that ninja. Jason came and typed with the wrong house. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you for that ninja, Jason. Thank you. You gave me an extra support. Let it stay on the chat briefly before you withdraw it, so that it can stick. And make sure you give it to Rob Albanks as well.
Yes, you are more than welcome. More than welcome. Come one, come all. Don't be a stranger. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Come on. And I wanted to give my shout out to Helen Okoye. I see you in the chat, my sister. Hey, look, I'm not ignoring you guys, okay? I'm letting my man do his thing, okay? And we making this thing rock like a cutoff stocking. Good vibes, K. I see you. Gina, Miss V, Angel's Kitchen, all you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through and listening to me and Goga. Goga do this all the time, man. And like I say, it is an honor and a blessing to be up on this man's network. Y'all don't know how. Hey, if you ever get a chance to come up here and rap with Goga, treasure it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this to the archives. Real talk.
Rob, thank you. Let me tell you guys, Rob said, Goga, I feel like I'm on TV. I feel like I'm on TV right now. Like I feel like I'm on CNN and stuff. And I kept on saying, Rob, you're being too excited. Like, no, Goga, it is Goga's, it is the Sunday service, Goga. Let me go dress up for it and everything. And you see, guys, branding. He branded himself. He knew it's coming to like
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Thank you
a network, man. I'm telling you, it's like I told him he need that big satellite that they have on the building that it sends out signals worldwide and it just pop up on everybody's TV at the same time and people like, wow. And you be like, and then you sit there and you listen. I'm like, this dude right here, man, he got it going on because he really knows how to talk to people. He know what to say. He know the right questions to ask. I'm like, it's real. To me, it's real. I don't have to be sitting up there with Oprah. I'm sitting up here with Goga. What's happening? For real. I'm up here with Goga. Ain't no Oprah. You better ask somebody. Y'all know about it, chat. Y'all know about it.
Everybody is laughing. Everybody is laughing at you. Like everybody is just you're making everyone crack up, and it's amazing. And that's also Rachel. Good. Yeah, you're good at it. You're so good at it. Do you have any interest in comedy?
At one point in time, actually, not really, because I don't think I'm comedic material. I don't think so. I mean, I like to make people laugh. I do.
You do have humor. Though.
And I guess I try to make jokes to ease things up, break the ice.
Yeah.
But then, I try not to be too jokingly, because then, when I try to be serious, some people think that I'm just joking still. But I've learned to differentiate the two, because I can put a joke in with some seriousness and still you'll get the point. But sometimes some people everybody can't joke, because some people, they like to tell these jokes that they be trying to hurt your feelings and stuff. They be trying to assassinate your character. They be trying to put you down, make you look crazy. I'm like, come on, man. It's 2024. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. And really, and like I said, a hater is still a fan. They just don't know how to show their love in the proper way.
I think if I forget everything else in this conversation with Rob, that's what I'm going to write down. Someone put that thing on a t-shirt. It's powerful. Like, it's very powerful. And that one, and there was the other one, she wasn't it. That's also a very good line that you can be using randomly in a conversation.
Yeah, for real. And I'm going to get that line right there. It came from It's Your Partner, y'all. He has a channel too, but that's where that came from. Because like I say, I'm still growing in this thing, man. I don't have 1 billion subscribers. I ain't got but like 7. I'm still growing. And as I grow, I'm learning. And I'm learning from, guess who? The people. If you want to know something, go to the people.
That is
you got to go. That's why I say I'm a people person, because I love people, man. And I know everybody ain't for Rob, and Rob ain't for everybody. But even still, if you're not for Rob, I try to accommodate and at least try to make you feel comfortable, so that if you don't like me, then I can just ease away from you without having an altercation. We got to be grown about this thing, man. And I feel like I'm grown. And if you feel like you grown, we can have a decent conversation between two adults and come to a rational conclusion that, hey, I may not like you. I may not like what you do. I might not like what you say, but I ain't got to be disrespectful to you, because you still a person just like me. What go around, come around. Karma is a mother.
Facts. Welcome, DTS. DTS is also coming from the Jason and Gina family. Jason and Gina, thank you so much for the redirect. And by the way, guys, we'll be having Jason and Gina on the last Sunday of the month as well. That's another powerful couple that we'll also be talking to. So, we have, it's always important to, showcase all these amazing people doing amazing stuff across the world. And one of the things I was telling Rob earlier on when we were preparing for the Sunday service was, it's amazing how, this platform has, I always tell people that if I ever wake up, let's say, if I ever wake up and I feel like I don't want to do YouTube anymore, for me the biggest thing that makes me scratch my head is, the impact in terms of making those connections, beyond borders. How many people did I connect to, let's say, you never know. Somebody may be a destiny connector in this particular platform. Yeah. Those connections, it's a very good way and come together through collaborations just to foster, that aspects of communities meeting to each other. Rob's community, Rob did an amazing job at rallying people, his community to come and, support the live stream. They gave me 30 thumbs up even before we started the live. It's amazing. It's amazing. So for me, I always say these connections, these relationships that you forge, I think they're priceless. Yes. And that goes to, the next thing I'm going to ask Rob in terms of one of the things, and that's how I found you as well, because one of the ways I think the person who introduced us, I was like, this guy is very good at, you connecting people as well. And, your Filipino community, they come, you've switched to Tagalog. The Spanish guys come, you switch to Spanish, you're speaking Spanish. I'm like, who is this man? The Indians come on the live stream, you've switched to a bit of Hindi, and I'm
Namaste.
I know, I'm like, what is going on this live stream? I like this guy because I like how he's trying to make everybody feel I like how everybody's making everybody feel so welcome.
Yes.
And talk to us about talk to us about this, the power of connection. Because
goodness.
Yeah, because connection is also a good way of also fostering growth in a sense.
Yes. Now, connection is great. All connections aren't as good, but that's where discernment comes in. Just know. And like my brother PMC, Proud Mix Child, I know y'all know Proud Mix.
Yeah,
Proud
he's actually on
this chat. He told me, he was like, look, bro, if you go into a chat and you speak to everybody and then people just moving around, you ain't saying nothing. When you get that vibe that you're not welcome, just go on dip. Just go on dip. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to be upset. You don't have to be angry, because that's just a few people in that chat. I don't care if it's 1,000 people in that chat and don't none of them speak to you. It's 8 billion. Well, excuse me. It's 7.9 or is it 7.8 billion people on the world. So why I'm gonna let a few thousand? You have to look at the numbers. A few thousand. So man, we talking about billions of people that you haven't even reached yet. So it's like you haven't even reached your full potential. You may not reach everybody in the world, but just imagine how many people you will reach from word of mouth. You may, like you said, Goga, you may touch one person and that person go and share you to somebody and they be like, oh, wow, who's this guy? Next thing you know, you got subscribers out the wazoo. And really, I mean, as long, man, love, promote love. Show love, you show love to people, you get love back. For real. And like I keep saying, Rob ain't for everybody ain't for Rob. That's just how it is. But everybody deserves some respect. Even your common criminal. You feel me? Respect them. You ain't got to talk down on them. I mean, that's what God, man. God is love, right? And we claim that we love God. We claim to be whatever religion that we claim to be, and we claim that we love God. So if we do, then you need to act like it. You need to show love. For real. Don't just talk about it, be about it. For real. Show that love. It's some people on YouTube now. I know they don't like me. I know they got me blocked. So keep that same energy. Just keep that same energy. Because eventually you'll come around. And guess what? I ain't gonna treat you no different. You might feel bad that you blocked me, but once you come around, you be like, well, dang, Rob really not a bad guy. He might come at certain situations differently, but it's a method to my madness. It's a method to my madness. At the end of the day, it's all about love, Jack. Real, I'm not gonna go to bed hating on you. For what? That's wasting my energy. I'm trying to have me some pleasant dreams. Trying to have me some pleasant dreams. I ain't got time to be going to sleep thinking about who don't like Rob. So freaking wet, man. So freaking wet. You would be better off if you tried to like him. I'm just saying.
I like that. And Gina is just like, tell them, Rob, scream it louder. Louder for the people in the back row. Yeah, Gina,
you know, when
Gina,
I come up to the
like
camera like that, it's like I'm about to jump out at you.
I know.
I'm not finna jump on you. You know, hey, I just want
Gina,
you to get the
Gina
point.
Gina is that lady in church. Tell them, brother. Yes, amen.
That's right, Gina. That's right, Gina. Hey, shout out to Juba, Bruce Love too. Juba, I've been seeing y'all through the chat. I've been meaning to holler at you. I've been meaning to shout you out. I see you, Juba. Big up. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Juba is amazing. Yeah. No, you're saying something to Helen Acquire earlier. You know, Helen does an amazing job helping me welcome everyone on the chat. So I'm always anytime Helen is on the chat, I'm just content. I'm like, whew.
And you know what? I need to get over to see Helen more. It's like, man, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I be wanting to come to people's channel, but then I look in the notification and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this channel for 5 minutes because they my subscriber. I'm gonna support them for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however much the time, you know, that's allotted to get credit for the support. I'm gonna support them for 15 minutes. Then next thing you know, I'm in the live. I see about 5 or 6 other people. They're like, connect. Let's connect. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and subscribe. Connect to them. I'm gonna connect to them. I done watched about 10 videos. Then I done forgot who in the world I'm supposed to go see. I'm like, wait a minute. I was finna go to somebody. Chat. I'm finna go watch somebody's video. And I'm like, dang, I done forgot. But eventually I make my round to it. So don't think I done forgot about you or nothing. It's just like, man, this YouTube, it goes in circles. So eventually I will come to your chat. I know a lot of people be like, man, you don't come to my chat. You don't watch my videos or nothing like that. But if I'm subscribed to you and you come up in my feed, trust me, I'm going to get to you. All I say is charge it to my head, not my heart. Just have patience. Because I know I ain't the only one. Because I know a lot of I know some of y'all do it too. We all do.
It's crazy. I mean, it's YouTube. And as you grow, it gets harder. But, you know, you try as much as you can.
Yes.
To reach everyone.
because a lot of like my day ones, like kicking it with the Rooks, Proud Mix. I know a lot of people don't even know who Julia Hairstyles is, and she's a Nigerian living in the UK right now. You feel me? So it's like, man, people like that, I'll be trying to get back to her videos. And I recently got all my notifications to finally come back. Thank you, YouTube, finally. So now I'm being bombarded with notifications of people that I haven't seen their channels in months. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to catch up. So I'm on the computer, the iPad, the cell phone. I'm like, wait a minute, Rob, you got to chill, man. It's like you can't get to everybody. You just have to get to what you can get to in a certain amount of time, and then just pray that everybody else have that understanding heart.
Yeah.
But Rob coming.
Yeah, that's true. Hey DC, welcome DC. Nice to see you. I like what Kisha says. Let me just highlight it. I think because this is also a learning moment. I like listening to what the tricks people are using there. So Kisha says, create a private follow-up playlist for connecting to add videos for circling back. That's a good idea.
Kisha, I have a playlist called Watch Later Part 2 because my first Watch Later, I hadn't even got to all of them because you constantly meet new people and everybody is trying to help people under 1,000 subscribers, which I love that because we trying to help everybody come up. And then it's not guaranteed that those people will connect back to you. So you watching their videos, and then at the same time, your older folks is like, where he at? Where they at?
I know, right?
That comes with the territory. You have to make up for what you don't have, because if so-and-so don't come watch my video, then I'll go and connect, or I go somewhere else and meet so-and-so. They might come back. They might not come back. It's just the luck of the draw. That's why they say, make pretty good content. They say make good content. I feel like my content is pretty good. I try to make my content to where people will be like, oh, wow, that's interesting. I like that. The simple stuff. I like to take the simple stuff and try to make it great. I go to the zoo, something like that. I went to the zoo. My daughter, her 2 sons, and my son, we all went to the zoo. I made a video on that. I just showed what we saw at the zoo. And we had a great time. I hadn't been to the zoo in so long. And I kept saying,
Rob, you're a grandpa?
I want to go back to the zoo.
Rob, you're a grandpa? Did you say you're a grandpa?
Oh, you heard that?
I heard. Did you say you have grandkids? Are you looking this young?
8.
No way.
And they're all boys.
No way.
I got a whole football team, basketball team, maybe a baseball team too.
Amazing. That's so
cool.
Cool.
Man, when they all come over here at one time, oh my gosh, grandpa. I gotta go hide, man. Let's play hide and go seek. I might get in the car and ride around the corner.
Guys, talk nicely to Rob. Those are like subscribers as well, Those are subscribers as well. Grandpa can talk nicely on your behalf, and grandpa can talk nicely on your behalf.
Exactly, young Riaz. The simple stuff is the beauty of it. I love the simplicity. I like, I try to keep it easy, and because I be saying this in my chat too. I don't like to turn stuff into rocket scientists. I'm rocket science. I like to keep the easy button for people because I like it easy myself.
I love it. Oh, goodness. Anyway, guys, I'm enjoying this conversation. I can't even imagine it's been 2 hours. And Rob just walked in as soon as we started.
Really?
So I imagine it's like 2 hours, and I was like, we are just having it's amazing. And that's what happens when you're a great co-host. The conversation just flowing, and you can't even imagine the time is running. Allow me to acknowledge we got a super chat from Unfiltered Mariah. So this is for you, Mariah. I didn't play for you your water.
Unfiltered Maria.
Yes, may your pot bring with abundance, Unfiltered Maria. Rob was saying something before the water came on the screen to you. So I know you guys. I know you guys just want to listen to the co-host. Rob, this is what happens when you have a guest. they never really want to listen. They want you to say, they want you to talk to them. So me, they're like, Goga, we are used to you. So let the guest say my name. Let the guest say my name.
It's because I'm just like, I like when I be doing live, I just like interacting with the chat,
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a people person, man. I love the people. I love the people. That sometimes may be my downfall for loving the people so hard. I've been told, Rob, you too optimistic, man. You like to give people too many chances. If they don't show you the end, just let it go. Yeah. I'm like, well, Jesus had a kind heart, man. If he had turned around all them folks, where would we be? You know what I mean? Then you just have to ask yourself and look at that fish and be like, what would Jesus do? Hey,
Keisha, leave me alone. Keisha, I'm not pimping out grandkids. Those are subscribers. Yeah, I'm like, Keisha, leave me alone. I'm just saying that the man has 8 grandkids. Those kids he's running away from them when they visit. They can be subscribers. Talk nicely to him because grandpa will talk nicely about you, Oh yeah,
my grandson in Hawaii. I made him subscribe to my channel. And look, he was in here. Goga, it was too cute.
Yeah.
He was in here. He had his iPad up. He was like, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming. Adorable. He's only 4 years old. I'm like, oh man.
I know, right?
He already on it. So I said, okay, let me show you something, Junebug. Let me show you something. So I go to his mama channel. I said, oh, your mama ain't subscribed to me. Look, I tell you what, subscribe, hit the bell. Next time you want to see grandpa, tell your mama to come here and you can see yourself. Cause he's in that zoo video. He's in the space station video too.
Yeah.
The kid's smart, man. You'll hear him. If you watch the video, he's in the background talking. My goodness, the kid, he too smart for his own good. Sometimes I'd be like, boy. You gonna get a lot of whoopings.
Yeah, Maritas, welcome, guys. I know you are enjoying the co-host. You're enjoying this conversation. Make sure you connect to the man. Make sure you connect to the amazing co-host.
Yeah, Rob, I love come on too.
Rob, you mean like Albanks is not your government name? That's like your name as an artist?
Yes. That my real name is not Rob Albanks, people.
It's so fancy. It's so fancy.
I made that up.
Why? What inspired it? Like, was it like there are so many banks for sure in this name? Why are the banks so many?
You know what? I knew eventually that this question would come up, and I'm kind of glad it came up on your channel. Yeah. Because if it had came up on anybody else's channel, I probably would have averted to something else. Yeah. But I came up with the name Rob Albanks because I actually took a chance and went into one bank and tried to rob them. So I was like, well, I did one bank, so why not all the banks? Because I was like, look, I went to a bank, and this is a true story. I went to a bank that I was banking with to get a loan, and they were like, look, I only wanted $500. That's all I wanted was $500. Mm-hmm. I went to the bank, filled out the loan application. They started asking me, do you have collateral? You got to have this. You got to have that. I'm like, look, man, I've been putting my money in y'all bank for 10 years, and you going to tell me I can't get $500? I got something for you. So I cased the place out and came back. Let me get that. I want my money and everybody else is up in here. Let me get it. And the crazy part is the security guard opened the door for me when I went in. That kind of threw me off too, because I was like, I already had it set in my mind. I'm finna hit them up. So when I go to the bank, I'm dressed down. I got my shades on. I got my vibes on. See, I'm letting y'all in on my life secret history, y'all. So hey, don't judge me. I did what I did. I did my time. It's over with. I'm growing. I'm a new man. I'm a better man. Now, somebody asked me, would I ever do it again? And I said, well, if push came to shove and I had to, I probably would, but I do it different. it wouldn't be just because, I did this when I was being selfish, for real. I was being selfish. I ain't care. I was being lazy. I didn't want to go get a job. I was at a point in my life to where I was like, man, this right here just ain't getting it. So I need some money. And then the quickest way for me to get it is to go up in this bank because I know they got the money. I could have robbed some dope dealers or something, but then I'd be having to look over my shoulder because they'll be after me to come get me from taking their stuff. But I wasn't really worried about Uncle Sam because I had put in some work with Uncle Sam and I felt like they owed me a little bit. And then I'm putting my money in your bank for 10 years and you won't even let me get $500 without having me go through all these trials and tribulations to get some of my own money back. And, I was a young cat. So, I wasn't thinking straight. I wasn't thinking clearly. So I just went up in that bank. That was just one bank. So, and I was like, well, if I call myself Rob one bank, that don't sound right. So I had to give it a name to make it seem as though it's a real name. But once you read it,
it's that's mind blowing. That's mind blowing. That's mind blowing. And thank you for sharing that with us because it wouldn't have been very easy for most people to share such a deep personal story. And thank you for trusting us to hold space enough. We are not judging because that's also part of your history. And
it's the Sunday service. You got to be able to come clean.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if it had been somebody else. I probably would have been hesitant. But since I'm on Goga Network, hey, this is real deal. Yeah. So if I was on CNN, taking it like that, I'd be like, hey, this is what I did. This is what I did.
Yeah, that would be a different story, and for sure.
Nobody perfect.
All right.
Ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah. And guys, if you have any question for Rob, this is the time you can ask them. Don't let me. Others, I enjoy having the conversation. I feel like I'm talking to him in his house. So if you let me, like carry on. If you have any question, Rachel Faraja says, Goga, I'm invested in the end of the story. No, he said he did his time and everything, and he learned his lesson. He's growing. That's what he said. So you guys are invested in receipts too much. That's Rachel was asking. He gave the ending of the story. He summarized it very briefly. But as a content creator, I will tell you, for the full story, go to my channel. Go to Rob's channel.
That was just the gist of it. That's what happened. But I got some tales now. I got some other stories to tell you now if you want to listen to them. But I don't really, I ain't gonna try to put all my business out there in the street like that. But I will share with my people what I want to share.
Absolutely.
Because mainly I don't want to try to, get nobody to be like, oh, Rob, he robbed the bank. I'm finna go rob one too. I don't want nobody to get that. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to keep you out of the prison system, trying to keep you out of the penitentiary because it ain't nothing but organized slavery for real. I'm a first-hand witness of it because I was a part of it. And I can't blame nobody but myself because I did that. So, you live, you learn. When you know better, you do better. Because 100%. I really could have been robbing all the banks. But what would they have gotten me? A life sentence? One of these security guards want to be a superhero and shoot me? Anything could have happened. It was just by the grace of God. And that's why I say I'm a God-fearing man. Hey.
I love that.
You can't change my heart on that because I know firsthand what the divine creator has done for me, what I have been through. And I'm like, man, I should have been gone a long time ago. But like I say, by the grace of God, man, I'm still here at 51. A lot of my partners ain't here, y'all. Young kids, teenagers that I hung out with in my hood ain't here no more, man. My young partner, I think about him all the time. We used to rap in my other partner house. We used to go over his house in the hood because they had a little setup and we used to be up in there rapping. He'll be skipping school just to come smoke weed and rap. I'm like, man, you need to take your butt to school, boy. But he was cool. he was a smart kid too. And I'm like, man, what you doing, man? You messing up the kid played basketball. He was a dang AB student. I'm like, why you hanging with us, man? We're not really good influences for you. You know, but he wanted to be cool because I guess when the kids saw us, they looked at us as being cool because we walking around the hood like we all that. You know?
Yeah, like
we ain't going to no school. We up here trying to see what y'all doing. You know, what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm like, man, when I think about that, when I think about him, I'm like, golly, rest in peace, TA. But I'm like, man, the kid had a bright future ahead of him, and he gone. They just took his life. And I'm like, wow. That could have been me. That could have been me. And I look at that as a sign like, hey, man, it can be you. So you better straighten up before it is you, you know? So, I mean, look, it might not seem like it. My name might not reflect it. But long as it's right here, I could give two rats knuckles how you feel about it. I love it with me.
Yeah, I love what you say because I remember your story reminds me of that I think I was listening to Jay-Z being interviewed by David Letterman. And he gave exactly that kind of experience that and he was saying the same thing that him being in this particular space is I think the grace of God, because he would have not existed. It just happened that he wasn't around when his partners and all his friends were the police did the thing, and he was just not in the situation at that particular time, and then he comes along with the partners and everything. And for him, the lesson right there was, how can I do better? How can I support my mother? And things like that. Exactly. And he started making he started doing better from then. And I think it was a very moving story. And that takes me then to the next part of the question, which will be music as a form of influence. You've gone through loss. You've gone through certain experiences that sometimes even when you're having to compose. You can't totally ignore it because it's your life experiences. It's a life experiences, and in that case, music becomes a tool of influence. I don't know what's your take on this, because sometimes even artists, even when they're when they're trying to conceive the art itself, it's based from it could be coming from a place of loss. It could be coming from a place of excitement. It could be coming from a place of triumph. So talk to us about music as a form of self-expression and, based on the influences that, on the things you've been through.
Well, it's like you said, it's how you feel. If you feel triumphant, if you feel joy, you feel sadness. It depends on how you want to make the song. And depends on, because a lot goes into it. You want to title a song, and then you want to talk about what the title is, or you want to try to keep references to the title of the song. But then sometimes it's like you might get carried away and you end up talking about something that you really didn't want to talk about. And it's like, dang, did I say that? I ain't mean to put that on there. I'm gonna have to retract that and put something else, because some of the stuff really not meant for TV. Is some stuff that you have to, just keep to yourself. You can't put all your business out there. Because like I say, I mean, I'm giving y'all this little bits and pieces because I want to be 100 and honest with my people. I ain't trying to hide then. Like I say, I'm not trying to be better than nobody or none of that. I'm just a regular dude from Collegeville, Alabama, north side of Birmingham, that's trying to make a way in this crazy world. And if I can help anybody, I will. It ain't got to be somebody just sitting out there on the curb talking about something, let me get some change or let me get some dollars for you. I'm trying to help somebody deeper than that. It might be something within your life. Even though that is a part of it, you might have somebody that's not on the corner, that's got a great job, that's doing well in their life. They might be missing something. It's a void somewhere in their life. it's a lot of rich people not really happy because it's a void in their life. They got the money, but they don't have the love. That's why I'm like, I don't need all that money, man. I don't really need no money because that let me know who my real friends are. Because if I got all this money and I'm out here, doing what I'm doing with it, that tends to draw some negative attention. And I say some negative attention because you never know what kind of snakes in your grass lurking to bite you when you ain't watching. And I know a lot of people have experienced that. I myself experienced it. Like, I'm not a rich dude, but I'm not a flasher with my money either. Not no more. I mean, but when I was young, I was, how can I say, I wasn't balling out of control, but I was balling. Rich. I had money to do what I needed to do with it, and I was spending money on stupid stuff I didn't even need, instead of saving it, putting it back, and be like, okay, I can do this with this. I can do this with this. I could probably buy this building and get my own studio. I wasn't thinking like that. I was living for the moment and not for the future. But like I keep saying, and I'm going to always refer back to the good Lord, because without him, man, I probably would be not just robbing banks, but I'd probably be robbing you or something like that. Because look, I mean, I done did my fair share of dirt too. That's why I was like, it's time to stop, because it'll come back on you. Not only have I robbed, I have been robbed. And it's not a great feeling. It's not. And then when you find out that this person that did rob you is somebody that you done sat at the table and ate with and been introduced to their mama and sat down and had dinner with these folks, and I'm like, it'll throw you for a whole loop. And I'm like, well, damn, who can you really trust? So I'm like, well, I trust a stranger on the street before I trust somebody that I really know. Sometimes. But in most cases, you just have to have that discernment. Shout out Shay Love, and learn how people are. Got to learn people. Because these days, it's so tricky and treacherous. I mean, it seems like everybody got a hack. Everybody trying to hack you. They trying to hack the system. You just have to be aware of that. Have a conscious mind of that, and just know. But like I say, man, you got to have the Lord on your side, because he is the one that's going to guide you through this stuff for real. And not only that, you can't just have him on your side. You got to believe. That's why I said Mark 11:23, believe that you will receive these blessings. Yeah.
I love that. You speak multiple languages, Rob. Talk to us about this, like, because this is as I was saying, the example I gave earlier, like, I found you speak multiple languages when you're welcoming people in your space. Is this, how many languages do you speak? For lack of, let me just try to be more specific.
Woo. Okay, I'm telling you, my first language is English. My second language, I can't even speak. My second language that I know most is Spanish, because I took it in school. Yeah.
Oh, and that's how you and PMC speak Spanish.
Yeah. I started taking Spanish in high school, and I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I kind of had a crush on my Spanish teachers. That's why I took it all throughout high school.
Wow.
Yes. And I even took a year of it in college. Rob did go to college too now. I went to college for a couple of years. I didn't graduate, but I went. I learned a few things. But Spanish, I took a year of Spanish in college.
Yeah.
I studied some French. Merci beaucoup. Comment allez-vous? Bonsoir. Je m'appelle Robert. So all my French speakers. I know a little bit of French. I didn't like French because I couldn't speak it. I still feel like I can't speak it, but I just try to mimic how people speak and imitate how they speak, and I try to speak it like they speak it. It's not that I'm making fun of people, because somebody asked me, why you why you sounding like they sounded? Because if I sound like you sound when you speak, you may tend to understand what I'm trying to say. Because half the time, some of the stuff I be saying, I feel like, what in the world? And let's see, French, Spanish, English. I'm learning Tagalog.
Tagalog, yeah.
Yeah, Tagalog. A lot of the Filipinos teaching me
Marites,
Tagalog.
how you doing, Marites?
Yeah. Make a love shout out, Marites. Kumusta ka po? How are you, Mabuti? So, you know, and believe it or not, I went to school with some Filipinos.
Yeah.
Greg and Alvin. Shout out to them. They were two Filipinos that were in my grade school. And I also went to school with a Vietnamese girl named Truck Ho.
Wow.
So I tried to learn some of that language. Yeah. Man, when them symbols throw me off. Like Taiwan, China, Japanese.
Yeah, it looks like
it gets confusing for real. And I just started picking up on a lot of other languages, like since being on YouTube, Portuguese. I try to learn the basic stuff like good morning, hello, how are you, thank you, you're welcome, the pleasantries, you know, because most of the time when you learn a new language, they always try to teach you the cuss words first.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know some French. I know a few French curse words. I know how to speak Spanish cursing real good now. I done got great at that. I speak a little Russian. Privyet, mon drug. Kat de la, you know, the spasibo.
Yeah, spasibo.
Pazos. Dang, I forgot how to say you welcome. Paz how you speak. I forget, but you know, I also use translator, guys. So don't be afraid to use the translator. That's how you get into these different lives and get to speaking to people. Now, you might not always understand the host if they're speaking their native tongue, but if it's someone in the chat that'll translate for you,
yes,
you in the game.
Absolutely.
Portuguese. Did I say Portuguese?
You did.
Tudo bem. How are you?
Yeah.
Obrigado.
Nice.
Muito obrigado.
Obrigado, yeah.
Muito de nada. Yeah. Let me see what else. I said Russian. Like Turkish. Thanks to Lisa TV, she just showed me how to pronounce some of the words, like teşekkürler. That's thank you. Yeah. See, I like learning. I like learning new things. Merhaba, that's hello. I go all the way to China. Ni hao. I got some words. I got some Tagalog words. Shishi. Ni hao kailang. Ohio, arigato, konnichiwa. Those are like the greetings, the pleasantries. If you want me to say like a sentence or something, I can say it. I just have to use the translator to say it. But I have learned how to communicate effectively with other people in different countries.
I love that.
Just by learning the basic words. I mean, it's I just learned. Matter of fact, Nong May, she's from Laos, Thailand. She speaks English, French, and Laos. So she was teaching me, she was helping me with my French, and she was also teaching me some Laos words. Sabai, that means hello, Kab Chider.
Sabai. You know, I know Sabai. Yeah, I know Sabai because of my. I went to Thailand briefly for some training, and Sabai was a very popular word we used to use.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
It's a lot. I mean,
I like what you say.
Everywhere and learn something.
Yeah, I actually like what you said about, especially on these YouTube platforms, you can actually be in any country. And I like what you said about, so long as there's one person on the chat, you are in the game. I found myself in an Indonesian, and that's why Indonesia is normally like number 2 when it comes to the people who watch my content. I found myself in an Indonesian channel, and I just started, talking there, and just one person just took initiative to speak to me in English. You know, and the host, and that piques the host's interest. And I was in the game, and he never understands half the things I'm saying, but he comes to the live stream, he's like, "How you doing, Goga?" He actually made an effort. So even he comes to my platform, he makes an effort. I go to his platform, I have to get all the Indonesian languages, terima kasih, all those things, the greetings, the usual pleasantries, just to be in the chat, because I need the support and I need to also diversify the community.
Exactly. I mean, my goodness. I love it. Because so look, like... Bao Tong Bai, he is from Thailand. Yeah. He dropped the ladder, told me to come up. I'm like,
I know, right?
I don't know nothing you saying, because when you look at the Thailand, the Thai language, it's nothing you can read unless you just know how to speak it. And I'm up here doing a live on this man's channel, and I'm talking. I'm like, man, don't nobody understand what I say, until about 2 or 3 people came in there and was like, hello host, how are you? I'm like, what? And then look, they be from United States. The people from United States, they visit their home country.
Yes.
There it is. They speak English and their native tongue. So when they speak in their native tongue, if they want to translate it for you, they'll tell you what they say. Now be mindful, there are some people that say some pretty bad things. And it's like, oh dang, this is how you feel? Look, I didn't been called gay. I didn't been called, oh man, a black something. I'm like, is that even for real? And then look, you know what that does? That makes me go and research these countries, and guess what I come to find out? That there's been some black people there. Like in the Philippines. They won't tell you, but some of them know about the Etas. That's the original black Filipino. Nobody don't know about that. Black folks, we done been everywhere. We done been everywhere all over the world. So it ain't nowhere we haven't been that we can't go. They might not speak about it because maybe their government or whoever they people are in power don't want to spread that to the people in order to tell them the truth. And I think that's wrong, because if I'm from a country just like I'm from America, I would want you to tell me who came here first, so that I would know who my people are, who my ancestors are. You know?
Yep. Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah. Morgan, welcome. Nice to see you. And I like that, because it's also like a very good you do support a lot of people, and it's really out of your way. It's you could have just chosen to say, I'm only going to support the American YouTubers. What was your strategy when you decided to branch out, and go to all these people? You are in Filipino. Hey, kumusta kapatid? Hey, lolo took my nakapit. You understand. There's a time I think I was speaking Tagalog on my channel, and somebody was like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
"Yeah, exactly."
You know the basics. You've been hanging around these channels for so long. You know all the basics. You know how to call YouTube in Tagalog. You know everything. You know how to say no, yes, those kind of things. And the other day, I was hosting this beautiful lady, Angeli Vlogs, who has I think over 200,000 subscribers now.
Oh yes, and Angeli,
you remember there was
yes.
And I remember the problem was, Goga, I don't speak English, and I'm like, it's the effort of don't worry, my husband will do the translation so that
I was there on that chat. Angeli is a man. I'm gonna say this about Angeli. I have no idea what she's saying here at the time, but she is a good person, for real.
She's a good person.
She is a good person, and she work her channel. And I'm like, where your husband at? Because
I know, right?
Yeah, I know he speak English. I'm like, where your husband at? But I don't never see him. He may be under a different name, but I just go in there. Namaste. How you doing? Greetings to the chat. And then, if I want to say something else, I'll go to the translator
and then you
say what I need to say. And if she can write it to me, and then I can translate it and see what she's saying. And then we'll just, next thing you know, we conversating, and it's like, we don't even matter what language we're speaking.
It's amazing.
As long as we understand. Yeah. Because it's Go ahead.
So what was your strategy now in terms of that aspect of reaching out to different people, regardless of which part of the world they're from?
It was the music, because I knew that the type of music that I'm going to be putting out, people in America aren't going to be susceptible to want to listen to it right off the top like that. They're not, because we are so programmed into gangster music. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody, okay? Not everybody, but a lot of people, the majority of the people, you know, we want to be gangsters. We want to be hardcore. We don't want to know about lineage. We don't want to know. We don't even want to try to discover our genealogy. You know, we don't want to know about what happened to our people, our ancestors. A lot of us, we don't even care about reparations. We don't want it. What we need it for? We don't need reparations. Let them have that land. No, that land was ours before they came and took it. So you have to think about what were my people doing before the colonizers came and took over. They weren't doing none of this. They weren't doing the stuff that the colonizers brought over here. They brought all them diseases and sicknesses and stuff. You know, it was and I'm talking like I was living back way then, but I wasn't. I can just imagine. I mean, you just have to sit there and think about this stuff sometimes. What were people doing before they got invaded? You know, before these countries came over there and put these people enslaved, how were they living? What were they doing? What were they celebrating? What were they eating? Because, you know, you go over there and take over a whole country, you can just force your whole will on, like China. You go over there, and I'm just using China as an example because I have friends in China, okay? Ni hao, xi li. I love you too, okay? You come up, the communist part of it, they come over and take over the country, and next thing you know, the country used to be called, I'm just gonna use examples. The country used to be called Rob, but now it's called the United Republic of China, featuring Rob. I guess, you know, something like that. we still gonna let you keep your name, but we're gonna take over your whole government, and you're gonna abide by our rules, or we're gonna get rid of Rob. And I'm like, wow. And a lot of people don't really take that into consideration. They just go with what they're told instead of doing their due diligent research to find out what it really was.
That's true.
And, you know, I guess that's what I be trying to dig into. I'm trying to find out what it was before the folks came over here and just mollyhop the whole way of life. Because I'm like, look, I know we wasn't celebrating all these holidays. My ancestors weren't celebrating all these holidays because did they even know about these holidays? You know what I'm saying? Like Halloween, for existence. Who in the world go around here celebrating demonic stuff? That's crazy. Like maybe the Roman Catholics, and no disrespect to the Roman Catholics, but it is written. You have information that they used to celebrate. Well, not celebrate, but perform these rituals that they perform, that they passed on to others. And now we celebrate them unconsciously because we want a present or we want some candy. It's wild. And I think that, I guess, in my opinion, I just think that a lot of people just get too comfortable with certain things before, you know, they actually just go find out the real other situation. Like I said, I could have $1 million or I could have a numerous amount of money. I still shouldn't allow myself to be comfortable because that's when the enemy will attack, when you feel comfortable. I'm comfortable, but I'm not comfortable because I'm always trying to do better. Like I said, I'm always trying to excel. I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to do something that I haven't done because all the things that I have, the stuff that I have done, I done did it already. So, I mean, I may do some of it again if it was that interesting or if it was that good, I'll do it again. But for the stuff that I don't like, I find something new to replace it.
David is on the chat. David, how was we talked about you? Rob already commented about.
There you go.
Yeah. Dave, Rob already commented about okra
for you, bro. I promise. Look, David, if I had known that you were gonna be here, which I should have expected it, I would have went and got me some pickled okra just for you, bro. Just for you, because I know how much you love it. I know you got a pot of okra and some black-eyed peas cooking on special Sunday today. I'm gonna leave you alone, David. I'm gonna stop messing with you, man. Hey, welcome in, David. Man, it's good to see you, bro.
Oh my goodness, I know he's always busy in church on Sunday, but I know he's always listening in and he's like, Goga, have you asked the guest about okra? I'm like, yes, the guest loves okra. I love okra.
It. So I know that David and Melanie don't like okra. I'm shocked. I mean, Marlene.
I'm shocked with Marlene. Angel's Kitchen. Shocked. What emoji is that? Angel's Kitchen. Your name does not allow you to hate on okra.
Oh, wow. Angel's Kitchen. You don't like okra either?
What emoji is that, Angel's Kitchen? You have to tell us. Yeah, you have to love. You literally are a cooking channel. You can't be biased against okra.
Angel, I'm gonna have to come check you out.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's one of the most very quiet but very supportive content creator as well. Guys, if there's any question now you want to ask Rob, please feel free to ask. He's been hanging out with me for the last 2.5 hours. I want to wrap up this conversation so that at least we can let him go about his day, and I can also just sign off. But
I'm having too much fun.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I'm also having an amazing time here. Rob, when it comes to let's say, the goals you have for your channel, what are some of the plans that you have in terms of your music and also on your YouTube platform? What are some of the future projects you're working on? How do you, what if you wake up and the channel has blown up and you're at 100,000 and people are saying, give us more, because this content creation business, comes with its fair share of challenges and stuff. So what do you see as your future plans, when it comes to your music and also content curation on your platform?
Continuing to grow. If I woke up and my channel just blew up like that, I honestly wouldn't know what to do. But
yep,
I would have to adapt and overcome. And if they came on, if 100,000 people came on, I was like, Rob, we want to hear some more of your music. Guess what? The next check I get, I'm going to the studio.
I love that.
I'm going to the studio. I'm going to put, because look, like I say, I enjoy this music. I even got a setup with my computer. The only thing is that the mic that I have, it doesn't sound good. It sounds distorted, and I don't have the room to where I could just sit inside and be real quiet. Yeah. That way the sound wouldn't be distorted. I don't have that. So I got to go to the studio and pay X amount of dollars to have good sound quality, because one song I actually mixed and mastered it on my own, but it wasn't as much as the studio, maybe half price. But I rather just do it like that, because those guys, they know what they're doing and they get paid the big bucks to do it. So I don't mind giving you my little bit to make me sound like whoever you want to hear. I don't mind giving you a couple dollars to make my music sound like Lil Wayne music or somebody like that. Sound like DMX music or something like that, or the Locks or somebody like that. I don't mind that. But I can do it. It just, the sound quality is not as good. Yeah. But as far as my channel, like I say, grow. Just keep growing, man. Just keep growing. I just want to see the numbers just keep going up. If people loving the music, I'm loving it. If they love the content, I'm loving it. If they love the lives, I'm loving it. Seems like most of the people loving the shorts. I'm loving it.
Yeah, the shorts are they're doing and that's also great support, almost effortless, just
exactly. I love that.
Yeah, I love that.
And got to work too. But
And yeah, I was just going to just ask about, how do you find that balance, like between, I always ask everybody who comes in on the Sunday service, how do they find a balance between, because life is always life is always happening. We are not on YouTube 24 hours.
Exactly.
There are some of us who have an 8 to 5 and things like that. So how do you find like almost a sweet balance between your creative pursuits and, work? And also family, because you also have like your family obligations and stuff.
Exactly. It's rough, but I can manage it. I can manage it because I have to I try to allot so much time for YouTube, but YouTube is really like, sometimes it can be overwhelming. That's why I have to take a couple of days and be like, hold on, man, get your priorities straight, because I might have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I might be trying to go live. I'm like, no, I can't go live because I got a doctor's appointment and I want to go live at this certain time because it feels good for me at that time, but I can't. So I end up, maybe I can make a short of what I did. So maybe I'll make a short, or as far as making videos, I wait now. See, I'm learning. I'm still learning and growing. Like I say, when I make a video, I'm going somewhere with the family or I'm taking a road trip or something. I can make a video like that easy. And it's like I'm at the point to where anything is content. That's what I had to get myself to. I had to adapt to that. Anything is content.
Anything. Because actually, anything is content when you think about it. Anything is content. Yeah.
I can go outside and film some ants running around on an ant bed. That's 15 seconds. And as long as I title it right, it could go viral.
Absolutely. And I like what you said about the titling, because I think there's where most of us miss it. It's not about really the thing. If you can play the system with your title, it picks up. It picks up because
and I'm learning that too, because you can put like the last live I did. It's only like 787 views, and I was like, where all these people come from?
Yeah,
but that's just how the vertical live stream is. But I've been noticing that the more verticals I do, the higher the numbers go.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Because I did a horizontal too, just to test. I like to test and analyze too now.
Yeah, I remember the other day you did horizontal and you're like, oh, I'm on horizontal today. Yeah.
And it may be like almost at 200 with the horizontal. And I understand that YT don't put the horizontal like they do the vertical.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So and I forgot, what was the other one? Managing my time with the family.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? My family just as busy as me, so it's like we got to put each other on a schedule. Because my son's in the band, he's in high school. I have a high schooler now, so y'all, I got 3 more years. 3 more years, and me and Tanya D gonna start exploring the world. So y'all get ready. We trying to come to where y'all at. Because once we get him settled in the college or whatever he gonna do with his life, we taking some trips, man. I'm just letting y'all know. So
we are ready.
Lord willing.
We are ready to travel with Rob.
We saving out. I'm telling you, man. Traveling with Rob and Tanya D. We coming. A lot of places right? She don't really want to go, but I can go by myself. I mean, y'all just have to keep me out of trouble, but I can go by myself. For real, because I mean, I'm older now, but I still like to have fun.
Yeah, and
when I see new things, I get like a kid.
Evolve. Yeah, yeah. That's also how you evolve as a creator and stuff.
Exactly.
How do you hope to foster more of use your platform and even your space? Because I always say that as content creators, especially people like us who do live streams, we get to interact with the audience directly. We are talking to different people from across the world. I always say with that statement that with great power comes great responsibility, but also with great responsibility comes power. there's a lot that you do based on what you say. Like there's a lot of influence in terms of the words, not just in your music, but even in how you speak to people who interact with you. So how do you hope to continue, just trying to use your platform to, just influence and also just inspire others?
Just keep being me. That's it. That's all I can do. Just keep being me, keep being honest, keep being truthful. I mean, as long as I keep doing that, you can't help but to respect it. I mean, if you don't like truth, if you don't like the truth, if you don't like honesty, if you don't like positivity, and I'm definitely not for you. I'm definitely not for you, because I can be negative, but that takes too much energy, man. Like I say, I'm at the point in my life where I need high vibrations running circles in this. Like that, I need high vibrations. All that negative energy, like even with the trolls, I'm trying to spin the trolls around. Look, man, I ain't even gonna block you no more, because I'm tired of that. You ain't gonna do nothing but make another account and come back with some more idiotic sayings or whatever you gonna try to do to try to get me out of character, because I had to learn that too, Goga. That's what the trolls be trying to do. They try to get you out of character so that they can say, oh, look at this guy. He ain't nothing like he said he is. But no. As I'm a man, I also think it. I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. Go ahead. You still interacting in my chat, and I appreciate that. Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They talked about Jesus. You feel me? They talked about him, but he still came to lay his life down for the world, man. For the world. I mean, shoot. Just like I said, keep it positive. Keep it positive. Yeah. Great energy, and keep it honest. Stay 100 and tell people the truth. It don't matter what you do, because even if I am out here promoting negativity, it's gonna be somebody that don't like that. Well, of course, because don't nobody like negativity, but it's gonna be somebody else just as negative as you.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
absolutely, yeah. There's always, yeah, exactly. I like that point. You brought it out. It came out very nicely.
Yeah, it's always gonna be that one person that think that they are worse than you, and they gonna always try to do whatever they can to downgrade you, disrespect. I'm like, man, I ain't worried about that. Say what you gonna say. I'm gonna use your negativity as my positive energy. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah,
I love that.
That way, I won't get a heart attack trying to argue with somebody that I might not ever see.
That is it, because half the time I always say, we never get, and you never really know people's real lives unless they tell you. You never know what people are dealing with. You never know what people are like going through in their life, because in these platforms, people show you what they want you to see. And we are very creative as content creators, because we can edit things out of a video and show you only the things that you want to see. So I totally say that, yeah, sometimes it's not even worth it, because you don't know the reality of that person and everything.
Because look how much energy you use trying to deflect that stuff.
Yeah.
It make you tired. I'm like, I was feeling good today, and then all of a sudden somebody came in here, started talking about my hairline, my edge up crooked, and I got in my feelings. I went to arguing with them. Had the people in the chat gone, and I'm still in here with a troll arguing. Absolutely. I'm like, no. You won't get me, devil. No. Right. I'm waiting. Sometimes I be actually waiting on them to come, because I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, well, let's go see what this troll right here, what they gonna talk about, how they gonna try to come at me. Like this other guy, he tried to come at me with the reparations. He tried to come at me, I need to do a song with a white dude. I'm like, where's all this coming from? So that lets me know that you have heard my music. That lets me know that you have been surfing my channel.
Absolutely. You've been watching. So this is
thank
good.
you. Exactly.
David is like, hey, they talked about Jesus. Come on, Rob. Hey, David is just getting very excited there on the chat because of like, hey, yeah.
He said, "What's the negativity about okra?"
Yeah. And then they type negative stuff in the comments, and I don't ever react. That is Freedom Earners TV.
Right.
Yeah, giving that
Freedom Earners. Big up, Freedom Earners.
Yeah.
Exactly
then,
right.
Yeah. Moderator questions get priority. No. When? How? No, your question was answered. I know you want to ask about okra. What is the negativity about okra? There is no negativity about okra. We are okra certified in this live stream. Rob enjoys okra. I enjoy okra. We finished that question. You will know that there's a dictatorship. And we are all Scorpios. Rob, I saw your tattoo and I was like, Rob is a Scorpio like me. And I was like,
oh, yeah. When is your birthday?
November 2nd. Yours?
Oh my goodness.
No way.
I'm on the 5th. I'm on the 5th.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes. We gotta have a party, bro.
We gotta have a party.
I know to come to Kenya to see you in around November.
Yeah, it will
that's,
be a whole
that's
party.
That's if you're still around there, because you might be somewhere else, you know.
I don't know. Kenya is my home. You see, I'm literally wearing my flag colors here. So yes, I'll be. Yeah, that's a party. I was like, wait, Rob is a Scorpio? Like, yeah, let me just find out it was amazing. I got so excited when I saw that. I was like, yeah, that explains a lot. Yeah, these are my people. Yeah, he's a Scorpio.
Hey, I got that tattoo. I lost the bet too. I lost the bet, so I had to get it. But I didn't mind. Once I got it, I was like, okay.
No, it's like, well, it's a better tattoo than getting somebody's name that they're never in your life and everything, and now you have to like find a way of covering it, and it becomes a whole.
Exactly. I don't want to have to go try to get that lasered off.
I know, right? So yeah, exactly. Hey, Daniel, welcome. Guys, is there anybody who has any question for Rob? Rob has been hanging out with me for like 3 hours, and 3 hours is normally my cutoff time. I literally have to love and leave you. But before we do that, is there anybody who has anything for Rob? Before I give him the space and the platform just to like sell himself, and we can let him go, and then we can finish the live stream with the affirmation, and then we see we are going to raid and pass the love to the next channel. As we do to help other people grow on this YT space. Let me see. I think it was nice because I think we were taking the questions as we were interacting. Young Riaz, anything? Young Riaz, anything?
King Drip.
Young Riaz says. Young Riaz actually said that he found out that he has Persian ancestry. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Passions.
Hey, Young Riaz, keep searching, bro. Keep searching.
Keep searching. I'm actually being inspired. I need to go look for my ancestry right now.
He has a rich ancestry.
I know, right? I'm like, passion.
Young Riaz, you could be the descendant of a great king, bro.
I know, royalty right there. Right there. Yeah. Awesome live, guys. I really enjoyed. Yeah, guys, we also accept compliments. So if you don't have questions or comments, we accept compliments. We don't mind we take compliments. I've learned how. Rob, do you take compliments? You do take compliments. You do take compliments. I've complimented you, like you do take compliments.
Of course.
We accept compliments. We accept compliments as well. So I used to be horrible at accepting compliments, but I learned that it's important to accept compliments.
Yes.
So I learned that in my spiritual journey, that it's important to accept compliments, because it
receive your flowers now.
Yeah. People are seeing you. It's like, I see you. Yeah, we see each other. Yeah, so take the compliments when people give you your compliments. Okay, Hajwe says, oh, Rob did well, just like I expected. Thank you, Rob. Of course, he understood the assignment.
Thank you, Hajways. Hey, Hajways, I've been ready, man. Ever since I got the notification, I've been on fleek. Like, I'm going on Goga show. I'm going to be up there with Goga. He's
been excited about this like all week. You could tell he's just excited about the entire thing the whole week.
I'm telling you, I told Tanya D, look, I'm going on Goga show, so I need to be ready. I need to be ready for real, because I can't go up there, bumbling and fumbling.
Tonya, I'm glad, because Tonya was like, Goga, you're the one who's making my husband get very excited here in the, Tonya was like,
she talk a lot of crap too.
No, Tonya was like, Goga, Rob is very excited about this Sunday service.
She knows. Yeah. She knows. Because like I said, man, I'm like, hey, Goga is a network, people. Goga, you a network, bro. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Goga, you a network, man. I love what you're doing with your channel, bro. I love how you interact with the people because, hey, I learned stuff from you the same way. I'm like, okay. So, and then the information that you be telling folks about YouTube, a lot of that stuff, hey, I didn't know either. So I'm like, okay, I can go to Goga's channel and get some good information that I can use because I don't know everything. We got to go to somebody. Goga's one of my go-to people.
Thank you. I always tell people that you learn from people because I always tell people this knowledge you actually collect it because when you visit channels you learn things like from the from our Filipino brothers and sisters. I have learned so many things about tips and tricks.
Yes.
So sometimes you go and then I like experimenting them before I talk about them, and then
exactly.
Like, oh, wow, it actually works. And then that's when I can come and blurt it out. I like what you said about your finally receiving your notifications. I know for the longest time I think YouTube had not been giving notifications. I think that was a problem, but I think they must have sorted it out. The current problem I'm having with them is my weekly recap. That recap thing has not come for the last 3 weeks.
Really?
I don't know that you're getting your weekly recap.
I did. I got one for I get mine monthly. I got one for the month. I got one for the month of what's July or August?
July. Oh.
Yeah, July. I got one for that. So, but the problem I'm having now is with the subscriptions. Yeah. It's like when I go to my old YouTubers channels, it'll say that I'm not subscribed to them, but then when I click the button, it'll show me that I'm still bell connected. And I'm like,
I get that a lot. Yeah,
that's a bad glitch because some channels I go to, it'll say you gotta wait before you can chat because you have to be subscribed. But I didn't click this person's bell already.
I know it's weird. I've been getting. I think that happened to me in a number of channels, about 3 channels last week, and I was like, wait, but I've known this. But I literally come to this live stream every other time when I
exactly.
So
YouTube,
it was a very
fix it.
It was a very strange experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we get 100 likes? Helen, how many likes do we have? Let me know. Let me know before I give Rob a chance to just freestyle. Maybe he can give us a taste of his music or something just to thank us.
I see 102.
Oh, we good. So Rob, my target is normally 70. Once I'm 70, I can be I'm done. That's usually I don't ask for much. 70, I'm out of the live stream. So 100, we are good. That was a well-attended Sunday service.
Yes, it was. Hey, now we need is to send around the collection plate.
Yeah, guys, it's time for offerings now. Time for offerings. Get your wallet.
Give with your heart. I'm just kidding, guys. We're not asking for no money, okay? We're not. We're just
kidding. We don't want to chase them from the Sunday service, but
it's all love. We come to bless you. We come to bless the people.
Yeah.
When we bless the people, we get blessed in return.
And I'm glad we got to I always say it's an honor when you can keep people listening for 3 hours, without tapping out. It's not something that you take for granted. So it's a great honor, and we don't take it for granted, especially on a horizontal, because I know I do verticals when I'm alone and I'm just experimenting things. The other day when you caught me doing animals, because I saw your comment on the chat, and I was like, Rob, leave me alone. He's like, Goga, what are you doing? I'm like, Rob, leave me alone. We're experimenting.
Don't disturb me, Rob. I'm trying to do something now.
Rob, we're doing something. We're doing something on vertical. Just say hi and it's okay. Rob, hi, bye. It was, the animal craze was one thing that, but Rob, you get a lot. Your channel, I think, is doing very well because I think if you are to do a loop on your channel because of all these trolls you get, I think it will be wild. And then you just leave it and you go and sleep. I think it will be not animals. I'm just saying you can get something else that you like, probably. maybe a drive or something, and then you just put it on StreamYard and then let it loop, and then you go sleep. I just change the chat to subscriber only, so that when you're going to sleep, you don't have control of the chat. That's a good idea.
Exactly. You know what? That's a great idea. Don't be surprised if you see that coming.
Yeah, I won't judge you. Just do it, because the same way you found me on my animal thing. Just do the vertical and then just go sleep, and I think it will be amazing.
That's how I got monetized. I used to do like 10-hour lives, 10-hour silent live streams, 10 hours, 11 hours, because I found out that YouTube said that you can only do a 12-hour live stream in one day. So I got to test it. So I did a live stream for like 11 hours and 59 minutes and 23 seconds. Hey, and one time it went over the 12-hour mark and it cut off. I was like, oh man, I lost all this. But I didn't. It just cut off.
But I did one. That was directly on the YouTube app itself?
Yeah.
Or okay. Because I did I did a 24-hour live stream, and I have no idea what to do with it. It is stuck on studio, and it's at 24 hours 38 minutes.
Wow.
I know it can't. They can't make it public. It's public, but they can't show it on my portal.
Right.
It's weird. I have a 24-hour live stream that is in my studio, and I don't know what to do with it. It's weird. It's just as weird as it gets.
Yeah. If you can break it, can you break it? Excuse me. Can you break it down into shorts or?
No, it's fine, because it was I like experimenting, so it was an experiment. Right. I just wanted to see what happens when you do a live stream for 24 hours. I just wanted to see what happens after 24 hours, and then I realized you can have the video, but you can't do anything with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just there. It looks nice though. Like you see all these 24 hours. It looks nice. Like it's a whole day thing. Maybe I can make it a premiere.
So it is on the trail. Yeah.
I can make it a premiere for
that would be wow. If you made that a premiere and then show the whole 24.
I know, right?
You should get way over that threshold.
I know. I'll make it a premiere, and then I put a lot of ads in it. You let it run from like midnight Kenyan time. The Indians will be waking up in the next like few hours. The Filipinos,
but you know what?
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's somebody who's doing that.
Yeah,
because I woke up. Well, I think they may have stopped the stream and restarted it. Yeah. Because I was like, wait a minute. I went to bed. I was in this live stream. I got out. I wake up and I'm like, dang, you still live? I'm like, wait a minute. What's really going on here? I know they don't. I'm like, wait, what is YouTube? What YouTube got going on? I need to get in on this.
I think you should do the loop thing. Like just do it like at a time when we are not good. Of course, like you can do it when you're going to sleep or something.
Right.
Because you do have a lot of crazy traffic with the trolls. That is a good sign that you have a lot of people who get access to your vertical live streams.
Yeah.
So
and you know what? I'm learning to adapt to that too. Because at one point I was like, man, I'm kicking all the trolls out, but then the trolls, the ones that's they making it work.
They're making it work. And for some reason they subscribe. It's amazing.
Yes.
They subscribe.
It's like they want to come back and bash some more.
Exactly. So like I need to see this dude again. I need to see this uncle again.
Right.
Yep. So just test it out, and then in case you have to go sleep, just put the chat on subscriber only mode, so that in case of any because you also need to protect the chat as a monetized channel.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. So I think you'll do amazing.
You know what? I have a short, and this is one of the most ridiculous shorts that I have ever made. But it has like 151K views on it.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. I woke up the next morning, like you said, and I'm like, wait a minute. When I first made this thing, it wasn't number six people saw it. I wake up in the morning, it's like 40,000. I'm like, 40,000?
I know.
So I'm like, okay, I didn't pay any mind to it. And as the day goes by, I'm looking at my studio at the analytics, and I'm like, damn, 2,000 people? wait a minute. I had to go look at it again. I'm like, what do they see? I'm like, I'm just showing how the guy that claims he's homeless, he trashes up the area. That's all it is. He just leaving it. He just got his stuff. And I don't think some of that stuff is not trash. It's his valuables. But at the same time, I'm like, you really don't have to be on the corner, dude. I tried to give you something to eat. You didn't want the food. You told me to give you some money. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got something for you. I'm going to make you famous. Now, I'd be dang, you got 151,000 subscribers. I'm trying to find him so I can break bread with him. Maybe we can go viral.
So that means you need to get, and your shorts do very well, because I'm just looking at the views on your shorts and they're pretty. How many subscribers did that short give you? Because I'm sure it was insane.
I don't know exactly how many. I didn't even look how many it gave me, but I did know that the numbers went up like a few hundred. Yeah, that's it right there. And I'm like, what in the world are they? I got a lot of trolls on them too, though.
Of course, yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay because the shorts are like promoted to anybody under the sun.
Exactly.
The short, so.
And I'm like, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. And it's a couple of them on there. They kind of got to me, and I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Won't you go to somebody else's channel? And sometimes I interact with the comments like that. That was just me in my way getting in my feelings. But now, like I say, growth is something serious, man. Growth, my gosh, when you put God and growth together, you do better. When you know better, you do better. And I'm seeing these comments and I'm like, really? So now I'm like, what he said, you don't even have to acknowledge those comments for real. Just say thank you and keep it moving.
And keep it moving.
You'll be surprised at how people react.
Yeah, because sometimes I think we give it so much energy, and sometimes when you just don't put your energy into it, they just go away because they're always looking for the attention, as you said.
Exactly.
And if you don't give that attention, they'll go. They can always swipe down. I mean, nowadays you just need to swipe down, and you're on the next one.
Yeah. That's it.
You're on the next one.
And I tell them that, hey, if you don't like what you're watching, then you can always just flip to the next one. No, I mean, you ain't got to sit up there and bash my content. But I thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Albanks. If you don't have Rob, please connect to him. I'm going to give him a chance just to give us his final remarks, his nuggets of wisdom, whatever it is that he wants to tell us. And then we will get him just to, he can also as he's doing that, he can also do a very nice call to action for you guys to connect to his house. And then we'll be able to release him. But this was a very beautiful conversation. We've been here for 3 hours. Time flies. I thought it was only 1 hour, 30 minutes. Time flies. He's given me double the time that I'd promised him. But I don't take it for granted. It means the conversation was nice. It means you guys were enjoying the time here. So we don't take it for granted at all. The channel is what I've shared on the screen. But I've pinned it also on the top of my chat. So you'll be able to find it there on the top of my chat. And yes, I can see you guys have been connecting to him. I've seen the numbers have changed a bit. I've seen. So
thank you, everyone.
Yeah, before we release him, so just make sure that you've grabbed him real quick. And then I'm going to give him a chance at least to say something. Rob, allow me to put you on solo layout so that you can at least, whatever it is that you wanted maybe to say and I probably not asked, you can do it and then we can release you.
I won't be too long.
Take your time.
First of all, and I'm not going to say first of all again. Thank you, Goga, for allowing me to come up on your platform and speak my piece.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. So, guys, I'm not going to hold y'all too long because we've been on here long enough, Like they say, time flies when you're having fun. So what I'm going to do is just let you know where you can hear my music. If you choose to, come and watch my content. It's on the channel. It's on my channel. Rob Albanks, right there on the shirt. I do lives. My lives sometimes, they're not scheduled like they used to be. They kind of sporadic now. But if you get a chance, come over there and check me out. You can find my music on Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, Tidal, pretty much whatever music distribution company you listen to, just search Rob Albanks and I should pop up. But if you can't, you can always come to YouTube. Support your boy. Come and check out the music, you know, enjoy it, love it. Watch some videos, check some shorts out. Look, when we come to people's channels, y'all, if we are YouTubers, do a thorough search on that person's channel. You know, just don't go to a video, watch a short, you know, check out the whole channel. You know, we say we supporters, so let's really support. Go to the community. When you go to the community tabs, you will really find out a lot, because you can find out where that person has visited, who he's visiting. And like now, I've shared the live in my community. So when people come in to my community, they can see, oh, Rob is live with Goga. So, hey, let's go to Goga's channel and support that. Give Goga a like, join the channel, and bam, there you have it. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? And once again, I appreciate everybody that came in the live today, that supported the Sunday service. I am more than grateful. Most gratitude to Goga for allowing me to come up here and do this. I had the best time. And like I say, the man needs his own network. And pretty much this is it. He is his own CNN, his own ABC, his own BBC, and all of the other stuff. So let's keep supporting our brother Goga, man. And we just gonna keep going up, up, up. That's what we want to do. Keep going up, 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 up. Always positivity. Don't fight with the negativity. Just let it go. And I've been reading a lot of stuff in the chat too when I can, and I've been seeing some good stuff. And there's some good information. Look, each one teach one to reach one. Okay? And I'm just gonna let it go right there. Thank you, Goga.
Wow. Hey, I like that. Each one, reach one, to teach one. This guy has been dropping gems of wisdom, guys. You can never make this stuff up. Thank you so much, Rob Albanks. It was such an honor having you at the Sunday service. And thank you so much for heeding to the call to come and just, have a fellowship with us.